everybody
No
once
problem,
again.
man. No problem.
Here's the thing, man. I've been listening a little bit. I've been, conducting my, corporate
I would first like to say hello, my
situations over
brother.
here.
Hello, my
So
brother.
see, this city, these people think that, you know,
That was very
whatever they are
disrespectful, as I
saying,
have been waiting in the back forever. That was
whatever.
disrespectful, but I'll let you guys go ahead. I was waiting in the back way before your friend got here.
My brother,
I
Okay,
think the
Moonlight was
I
waiting
if
in
think
the
you
you,
could
back
have
a
passed the
long
mic to
time.
me.
Please let the
But let me
sister
go ahead
Moonlight speak.
and go back on mute.
uh, uh,
Let the
uh,
sister
uh,
Moonlight speak,
you know
and
what,
then, my brother, we can
we
have a
would let
talk about bantus in America. Please, my brother,
we would
let my
let
sister speak.
we would let her go ahead. But thank you for having me.
Are
I'm
you
going to
trying to
back
sell me real?
and speak. Go ahead. Go ahead, lady. Go ahead.
I put them in the bag. I put them in the bag.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll
City,
bring it back in a minute. Go ahead.
these people do not understand how the world works.
Yeah.
They think they're in competition with people like myself. There is no competition between us. Where's their companies that they've built that I would go look for a job at? The only thing I keep hearing is the white man will let me do this. Here in America, it's over 350 million people here. The economy, the GDP, 23 trillion. That's what it is. Do you know how much you can do here? If you can't invent anything, products, you can create services. Okay? People need all these things. Whatever you are into in America, if you have even a little bit of skills, you will be surprised at how many people are willing to pay for the things that you are doing. So they talk about they have spending power. That's great. I love hearing that because guess what? That's all they get to do. You spend that money, it circulates, comes straight to people like myself because we are looking for that money. We are looking for it. And you've got the Arab guy over here trying to, gaslight the blacks. Kelly, think about it. If I were Arab too, right? If I go into a black neighborhood where I am, valued because the blacks they are into the color thing, right? So why would I want to, wake them up, and tell them to do for self, respect yourself, why would I do that? Because that would take the advantage away from him. Everyone takes advantage of the blacks because of their low self-esteem. And coming here talking about, this is X, Y, and Z that happened to us. I heard Afro Nerd, he said, he was talking about the real estate thing. So, okay, let's say, fine, that happened to some blacks. How does this translate to every black in America? How? How does this translate to all of them? This makes no sense.
Aphrodamus, the gentleman said, what gives you the right to come over here and judge or look at other people and tell them what to do? The white man told these blacks what to do for 400 or 500 fucking years. These hunkies, they get a degree. Oh, I'm a PhD in anthropology. They'll write movies. I'm sorry, they'll write books. They'll do nigga studies somewhere. Some white bitch. She'll be in some school somewhere. Oh, I'm doing a study. I'm gonna do 2 class samples. These motherfuckers let the white man study them and do all this shit to them for 400 fucking years. Now that all of a sudden you come over here and observe certain behaviors and traits, who are you to come over here and do that? I've seen, bro, I went to school. Aphrodamus, I went to school, man. I was a freshman. I was in, we had a little spot called Rosie's. If anybody went to Kent, I'm in there drunk talking to this white boy. He's a freshman too. This hunky said, and I'll never forget it. Hey, man, my biggest goal in life is to help black people. I said, what do you mean? He said, man, I want to graduate and work in the inner cities.
Yeah.
This is how these white people think. Now,
right.
I could have went off on them and said, who are you to judge this white people, blah, blah. I was like, oh, really? I was like, wow, that's interesting. Over the summer, Aphrodamus, I was walking down the street by University Hospital. 3 white boys approached me, Mormons or something, Mormons or Latter-day Saints, whatever the fuck. These are like recent high school graduates. Tell me where one of them was going to. Ask me, where was one of them going to?
To your school.
No, not my school.
Oh,
he told me.
Africa. He was probably doing
told me.
Africa.
He told me
the inner city.
He said, I'm going to go to Liberia and these white people, they invade black society, whether it's African or black people, all the fucking time. Nobody ever says, hey, white bitch, why the fuck are you over here? Nobody ever yells at a white woman, hey, why are you a case manager here around these blacks? Leave us the fuck alone. You, sir, have every right to study these black ass people, just like these whites have been doing for fucking centuries. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
And City, the thing is, for example, it's like you recognize the pattern, right? They want you to pretend not to see it. They project how they see themselves. All they look at is the skin color. They think, oh, how dare you say these things? It's right in front of everyone. I'm not here to tell you, to try to make you feel good about yourself. You can talk about all those 50,000 patents. Look, I would love to see for the blacks to actually win. I would have loved for this 50,000 patents they talk about was even real. When I was in Africa, we were made to believe that blacks here actually, got it like that. That's what we were made to believe. You see? So, but when you come here, what you see in the movies, despite what they like to say that the Africans...
Real quick, CKJ says Aphrodite wore a red do-rag with no waves. CKJ, you know about Rosie's. They'll tell you. CKJ will tell you about Rosie's. Go ahead, guys.
So, it's like they want to tell you about, theories. The world doesn't operate just on theories. You have to, actually, bring it into practice. So, for example, Ben Carson, right? Ben Carson, he performed surgery on conjoined twins. He was the first one, to do that, as far as I know, right? How does this translate to all the blacks? This is what they do. They would lay claim to one individual,
it is not
as if that translates to all blacks. He did that in a white institution. He didn't do it with blacks. If he was with the blacks, there's no way he would get to where he got to. That's a fact. For you to make it, even in sports, they have to move away from the black areas. When I came here, what I have learned and saw with my own eyes, what I've seen with my own eyes, whether it's NFL draft or NBA, now they've switched it a bit, right? They would show the story of some kid they rescue from the inner city from their single ghetto mama. This is how they said it on TV. It was normal. They would come and they would be thankful to the white person that, moved them out of there. So I started looking at it like, okay, wait, are these blacks refugees in America? You see what I'm saying? I started wondering if they are refugees in America. So I was, flabbergasted by that. But when I started interacting with the blacks more, I realized this is normal for them. Like they would be like, oh, some NBA guy is giving out book bags. These people would line up their kids. I went to one and I saw it, right? It's like these cheap book bags from Walmart. They would bring that. Oh, like they would say Turkey Drive. So I look at this, Walmart. I'm like, hold on. I look at this, I'm like, hey, I didn't come to America, to be poor. So therefore, why should I associate myself with people who have poor mentality? It doesn't mean I hate those people or have anything against them. It's just freedom of association. I'm playing in the big leagues. In the big leagues. I'm not here for elementary stuff. I'm not here for people that are crying victim talking about slavery. I'm not interested in slavery. And for those of you that keep saying, oh, how come the Africans didn't come get us? What part of trade didn't you understand? Those people were sold. They were sold for mirrors, Hennessy, umbrellas. And guess what? I wasn't there for it. You weren't there either. You should be thankful your grandpa, great great grandpa, or whoever was put on that ship for you to come over here and partake in the greatest economy on this side of heaven. And also, I heard someone crying, talking about they invented dry cleaning. That's the biggest horse shit I've ever heard. Let me tell you something here.
He doesn't provide
You
any
remember,
facts, BB, and you let him go
hold
off.
on. You remember, hold on. Who knows about the California gold rush? You know, like the California never had
This isn't
slavery.
disingenuous.
They had the California gold rush. The Asians, the Chinese population, they were not allowed to partake in it. You know what they did? They would go around the mines. That's where they set up shop. They even did movies about this. You can read about this because they even had the Chinese Expulsion Act. But since they were not allowed to partake in, mining the gold, they set up shop around, the mining area, to wash and dry clean the clothes of the miners. That's how they made money. They started making money, and around San Francisco, you look at, they set up their shops. They have like Chinatown, they were not allowed to have papers. They were treated as third-class citizens. You don't see them crying. That did not stop them whatsoever. So majority of blacks, they just like to lay claims to things, that we cannot see. We're tired of it. If you say you built these things, how come you are not in control of it? I'm just wondering. Even if you say they stole your pattern, didn't that come from your brain? You can move elsewhere. I started business with someone, right? They created a rift, but the idea is my idea. It even went up to court level. So long story short, the guy stole part of my company. You know what I did? I went and started another one entirely, because guess what? I'm the one with the idea. Just because somebody steals from you, they can steal your idea. You can go start another one. So we are not seeing this. They talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's just a little block, a couple of shops. The Harlem Renaissance was much bigger than Tulsa. Did all blacks live in Tulsa? City, this was just a couple of shops.
I know.
Literally.
I know.
Couple of shops. And guess what? That place was rebuilt after less than 5 years. Did you know that?
I did.
Yeah, that place was rebuilt again. But you have blacks who are living all the way in New York, laying claim to this. How is something that happened in Oklahoma, how did that affect your life? People you are not even related to. How did the only thing you have in common is skin color? So the fact of the matter is, I'm not here to mince words. I'm here to tell you like it is. Take it or leave it. I'm not here competing with you. I'm in the big league with the white people. That's where I'm at. So leave me out of this little shenanigans. I'm not here competing with you. I'm not living in the ghetto. I have no business in the ghetto. Okay? So I will rest my case and listen.
After the fact, records with the $5 super chat. Thanks, CT. This info is a lot more useful than blaming Jesuits putting gematria in the sky from their McHubbard's weather machine. Go ahead. You're on mute, Zach.
Can I go or?
Oh, hold on. Let me chime in here since we got a comment about yours truly. So understanding who the Jesuits are is important because everyone who is baiting reparations in the United States is pretty much a Jesuit or Jesuit educated, including the people on this YouTube platform that do that for a living. It's always Georgetown and the other Jesuit universities and people like Gavin Newsom, Jesuit educated, baiting reparations. They love to keep the people divided. Reparations is one of these topics. And again, you look at recent popular show on HBO that brought up the Tulsa race riots.
Zach, you're showing your ignorance right now. He voted against reparations. He shot it down, Zach.
HBO is a Jesuit
Newsom shot it down, Zach.
Huh?
Newsom shot the reparations bill down. What are you doing?
But he also flirted with the idea too. He also brought it up before he shot it down, didn't he?
Zach, see what you are saying, right? A lot of these people are not that intelligent. How can you get reparation
This
in
is an
California when
African hate show.
Is
California?
that done?
Hold
Is
Is
on,
that
it
hold
what you're
on.
done?
When
running?
hold on,
Is this an African hate show?
California never had slavery. Do you guys not get that?
Why he can go
California
for
never
hours,
had
but I can't speak for a minute?
California never had slavery. Do you know if someone tells you in a state that we're gonna give you reparation where slavery never happened, they are lying to you. You should know that. It's politics. They are lying to you. California never had slavery. Read your books. Stop reading these, Hotep books and get with
I
reality.
could never be a hater like you, Afrodamus. I
Oh,
apologize for
sure.
whatever they did to you in your country that made
No
you
one
come
did
here, brother.
anything to me,
But I
sir.
could never ever be a hater like you.
No one did
I would
anything
never
to
go
me.
to Africa and tell them how to live or what they're
Yeah,
doing wrong.
coming, coming, coming from a.
I can only look at you and judge your character and tell you how fucking ridiculous you look in
Yeah,
that goddamn suit.
yeah, an
That's
Arab,
all
an
I can do.
Arab, an Arab
That's all
living
I can
among
do,
the
sir.
blacks. And
And
you see, these people, this guy,
hold on,
his people, they are in the hood selling liquor. They are selling liquor and pork to blacks in their neighborhood. He said he's Haitian. Do you know that Haiti, to be an Haitian is just nationality? Maybe his father is Syrian Arab. He's definitely not black.
That's a
He's
very good
could be
very good
Syrian Arab.
analogy.
You see what I'm saying? So therefore,
Why he
if you
get to
look
go
at it, I
forever
noticed
though, CT?
there's certain groups that want to hold
Why he just get
black
to
people down.
babble, bro?
Certain people, imagine CT, right? Who would promote,
Nothing productive
victimhood?
is
Who
coming
would
through his
promote
mouth,
victimhood?
but you're letting him
Victimhood to
babble.
somebody. You don't
Reese,
love blacks. You
Reese
don't
with
love blacks. You're
That was
pretending.
I give him
Reese
props
with the
though that he
$5.
You don't love
realizes that.
blacks.
I
Hold
give
on.
him props that
Hold on, Reese with the $5 super chat. And blacks are not indigenous to the Americas. There's absolutely no genetic or archaeological evidence to prove that most FBAs are 75 to 95% African. Thank you so much, Reese. Bro, not you. Hang tight for me, guys. Goddamn Cam. The reason why I keep dropping you is because today's title or topic is about FBAs. Call in the next time if I'm talking about Africans. We're talking about FBAs today. I've kicked in the back of everybody on the planet.
Okay,
before.
questions to ponder is up here, white woman.
She's
Zachary
black.
Hubbard is up here, white man. So what are we doing right now? If I got effective dialogue, is that
Yeah, but
intimidating for you
they're
two
on the
Africans?
topic. But they've been on the topic. The topic isn't
I'm
about
on the
Africans.
topic right now.
It's not
I'm
about
on the
Africans.
topic. So
It's
I'm
not about.
kicking in the back of the Africans that are kicking in.
That's not the topic. Brother, I rock with you, man. Today's topic is about the FBAs. It's not about the Africans. I'll give you your own show if you want to do it. I'll set aside for you to do your own show, kick in the back of the Africans. Any country you like, I'll do the thumbnail for you. But that's not the topic of discussion. Go ahead, Moonlight. Go ahead. Moonlight, are you a SG Row, by the way?
I'm sorry?
Never mind.
Am I a who?
Never mind. I thought you were SG Row.
I don't know who that is. What is your Cash App? It's not, your mods are not dropping your Cash App. And you've been so gracious to have me on your platform more than one time, and I have neglected to show you my appreciation. So here it is. One moment, everybody, please. Wow, this is a long. This is a long one. My goodness. Sheesh. Boy, this is such a narcissistic.
SG Row, by the way, is a Sigma Gamma Row. You just come up. Question upon, does she come off as a Sigma? She comes off as a.
Does come off very Sigma.
This is such a narcissistic.
Does.
Not
This
Delta.
I would give her. I would or Delta.
I have waited a long time to speak, and I'm going to pay for my time.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is such a narcissistic name here for your. Do you mind if I go off and join the ladies behind my avatar? It is me. Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because it seems like when I do, I get dropped, and I am going to pay for my time. I'm going to give you more.
If you cut me off. If I get cut off while I'm talking.
Okay, let me go ahead because I made a note or two. Yeah. I won't be as long-winded as your friend over here. Who is he, Afrodamus?
Who is this woman in your avatar, by the way?
What? This is me, sir. What?
Oh, okay.
Do you not see me? That's me. Yeah, that's me right there. I'm in Harlem.
That's her 1920.
Easy, easy.
Let me. Could you carry me back up, sir? No. Let me go ahead live. Thank you, sir. Yes, all of me. Still got it. Still got. No, put me back on the cam, sir. Yes, all of me still doing what I need to do to stay healthy. Yes, sir. My hair is naturally native Black American, so I keep it up like that sometimes. But based on how I look, sir, I can still get 30s, 40s, and 50s, sir. Whereas you look like a skinless rat. You look like a skinless rat with a beard and mustache. I would hold my position, sir. I would not look twice at you. You will have to leave with your wallet, with the money out of your wallet, for me to look twice at you, sir. Okay? This is my time and I'm going to pay for it. The goddamn nerve.
He just
You up here
so
with a
bad, boy.
dissertation. You're up here with a dissertation for 45 minutes you spoke, Aphrodamus. 45 minutes you spoke. And you think you sitting on your 5'5" self with your Napoleon complex and you're going to make a judgment call on who I am? And that picture was 19 whatever? I represent every picture I put up. You don't know me, sir. I've cammed up. I had my cameo. So now this is FBA. And you, sir, Aphrodamus, stood up here 45 minutes with your dissertation. You are a narcissist. You command the mic. You didn't even breathe and allow interchange on any one of your so-called facts
Mm.
out of these white books that you read. But let me go ahead and educate you guys and let you know that you are disrespectful in your title of your show. What does it mean? What does FBA mean? Am I correct in assuming that FBA means free Black Americans?
No, FBA is a cult created by Tariq Nasheed. We're not talking about just random. It's a cult that's created.
Put
It's
that
a
back
mind.
up, CT, the one that was directed at me, if you don't mind, because I
I
have
don't
no
even know.
I have no problem providing proof of that. I can actually fold my birth certificate to show you that my father is from Port-au-Prince. But the African brother was very
They
correct. There
have
was a lot.
Arabs in
Hold on, not this
Port-au-Prince.
wasn't
They have
directed.
Arabs in
There was a lot of.
Port-au-Prince.
He's actually correct. There's a lot of Syrians that migrated to Haiti in the early days. But my mother is from here.
Are you really
They
from Port-au-Prince
migrated.
for real? You're really from Port-au-Prince?
No, I'm from the United States. My mother's family migrated here during the early
He's from
1920s
the
and
Middle
1910s
East.
from Assyria,
Where did
not
they?
Syria.
Where did they? Where did?
You see, he said it. Syria.
I just
Am
said,
I correct or not? You are
time
Syrian,
out.
sir.
My
You're
mother
Syrian.
is Assyrian, which is a Christian Arab nation, and my father is a Black Haitian man. You little man. Do you
Wait, wait,
understand
wait,
what I'm
wait,
saying?
wait. So you're an Arab?
Yes, my mother is Assyrian. That's correct.
Oh, how the fuck did you know that, Aphrodamus?
Because he's right. A lot of
City,
Syrians migrated to Haiti as
city,
well.
city. You see, the thing is, I know world history. I know different geographical locations, unlike many that come here, being pompous and narcissistic, over exaggerating things. We've got a grandma here talking about, she wouldn't look at me twice. Thank you. I don't want to smell like Ben Gay.
Thank
That's just a
you.
fact.
And I'm not
So,
your
so,
grandmother.
so,
Your grandmother don't look
so,
like me.
I
And
love
so,
this
it.
is my
I love
time,
how the
sir.
argument
This is
switches
my
between
time,
these.
hold
sir.
on.
I
Hold
love
on.
how the
This is
argument
my
switches
time, but I
between
allowed you
these.
guys to go ahead and
With all due
speak.
respect, it is her time. It is her time. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do I get a hand clap for that, Mr. Skinless Rat?
Go ahead. No, easy,
Your
easy,
grandmother, you
easy. Come
wish
on.
your grandmother looked like me on a bad day.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead,
And
My
Mike.
this
Go ahead.
is my
grandmother
bad
looks
day.
better than you. She looks better than you.
This
Go
is
ahead,
my
boo.
bad day, sir. Get your grandmother on next to you right now. This is my
She
bad
she
day.
dead. She dead.
Oh, so why are we talking with her? Why are we talking about her? Why are we talking about her? Because that's what you look like with your tie. With
Looks
your tie. The
ridiculous.
white
He
man still
does.
got
Hey,
you
He
hanged
looks
up.
thanks,
ridiculous.
thanks for admiring
The
me. She
white man
admires
still
me.
the white man still
She
got you hanged
admires me.
up.
Yeah.
You're not even
Aphrodamus.
in your African
They
robe.
only hang slaves.
You're not even in your African robe. You're hanging up by your tie, like the white man showed you. This is my time, sir.
Go
Hit
ahead.
your
Go ahead,
mute
Moonlight.
button.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Moonlight. Go ahead. You
Hit
got
your
the.
mute button with your tie on, sir.
All right. Go ahead, Moonlight.
I was gracious to give the gentleman some of my time, as a female species, but I don't get any kind of kudos for that. Anyway, I would think that you are what did you say? Weak punk coward? Is that what you call FBAs or, American blacks, weak cowards? You said the blacks, the blacks, the blacks. You know what I'm saying? You're just disrespectful in your tone about Americans who are indigenous Nubians, mixed mostly of indigenous, okay, native blood around here. The Trail of Tears. Have you ever read that? I don't think so. Do you know who the Cherokees were, sir? I don't think so. Do you know who Blackfoot tribe is, sir? I don't think so. I know I
Let her
can
finish.
name a lot more black Native American tribes that you cannot account for right now because you stuck in your narcissism to think only men and women from Africa habitates United States of
He's a
America
clown.
that has been colonized. If it was not for the subjugated Native Black American indigenous people before you got here, sir, on the ships that they brought your ass over in, you wouldn't be up here on this mic
I'm a, I am a plain
having an
fact.
opportunity to speak so strong about things that you don't know. I'll go on mute, CT, because this is your panel.
No problem. Go ahead, Aphrodite.
Oh, I didn't come on a ship, man. I actually paid first class. I was
Couldn't have
served
said none
I'm
of that.
food.
sorry, sir.
I was,
Before he's
I
not,
was, I was, I was served
my
food,
apologies, my
and
apologies, real quick, real
and
quick. My
you know,
apologies, real quick. CT, how much time does he have? Because he can go on with a
I'm just gonna
dissertation.
respond
He
to the
will
thing
He's
go
a
on
you
for
said.
hours,
narcissist.
and
Well,
CT
you
will
did
allow
say
it
you did say you
with
were
no
done.
So
rebuttal.
I
He'll go
look,
on for
I'm
hours.
sorry, CT. How many minutes does he have?
look.
Why
I
don't we
thought
give him
I was
5 minutes?
talking.
Go ahead.
Yes, I
Five
thought I
whole
was.
minutes? That's
Look,
a long time,
look.
CT. You
I'm
gave him
talking.
20, 30
Okay,
before.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Who
That's
told you
it.
to put on that
2 minutes.
ridiculous suit?
2 minutes. 2 minutes. Here's the thing, man. She named all the Indian native tribes. Look, ma'am, I'm not talking about the natives. I'm here talking about FBA. The blacks whose ancestors were brought in that ship, the ones that were sold for Hennessy,
Hold on for 1 second.
Miros.
CKJ with the $10 super chat. Ask Aphrodite to name an African who has contributed something better than these FBAs. Gladys West, Valerie Thomas, Patricia Bath, Jesse Russell, Gerald Lawson, Marie Van Brown. Go ahead, sir.
Oh, I mean, they're talking about their made up black, token ones who think they did something. The blacks, when they name these names, you go and look at it, you find out they're just employees somewhere. They didn't invent anything. But
Real
let
quick,
me move on.
Gippy, I don't drop fellow content creators. I'm assuming that's for yeah.
Oh, he's a dummy, by the way.
Come on.
No, he's a dummy. See, some of these people are driven by hate, but they can't take reality. Here's
Why
the
do I
thing.
get dropped?
Grandma is still talking. She kept talking about she's a Blackfoot.
You mad?
She's everything. We was Blackfoot. We was Cherokee.
You did have a
Look,
hairline. You
ma'am,
did have a
ma'am,
hairline. Where
ma'am,
did it go?
ma'am. Hold on. I'm speaking about FBA, the blacks. If you are not black and you are one of those Indians, I'm not talking to you. Why are you in a black conversation? You see the Arab. You see how, ma'am, you have to understand that I know a whole lot. Did you not see me expose the Arab guy that was pretending to be black? How do you think I knew the ethnic makeup of Haiti? How go figure. Here in America, myself, if you are
Gippy said, yeah, okay, so that was to have her talk, not to drop you. But go
okay.
ahead.
Sorry, Gimpy. Then
go ahead, Moonlight.
Yeah, but that's Gimpy is just being an
so
asshole.
much.
But he's trying to shut a real man down.
Sir, it is my time, and a man paid for me to speak.
Yeah,
A man paid for me to speak, man.
She's
Sir,
not saying anything.
a man paid for me to speak, sir. Are you mad? A man paid for me to speak. Which man is paying for you to speak, sir?
Go ahead, Moonlight. Go ahead.
Hit your mute button. Thank you so much. I know this is going to be difficult for you. You're hurting in that chair. And so the blacks, you want to define the blacks in America now. If you're not the black, then you don't have anything to do with this. If you're not an FBA black, then you don't have anything to do with this. I'm going to speak to the black part of what the hell y'all are talking about, because I think your generalization includes every melanated person in this country. Okay, straighten out your tie and make it a little bit closer to your neck. You're saying here, you mentioned Idi Amin, CT, and how the blacks in this country has never gone through the atrocities
I
of
never said
Idi
that.
Amin.
I never said that about Idi Amin. I never said that.
Idi Amin, you made
I
a
never.
analogy
You gotta
about
be
the
okay.
travel. Let me clarify. So then I'll give you the floor at least a minute or two.
Okay.
You said something about an analogy with Idi Amin and how we here in this country has never gone through such situation. I guess I'm not going to call out what situation. I'm gonna have you define it. We don't know how to feel that same drive of overcoming the atrocities.
No, I never
You're not
said
gonna
that. I never said
go
that.
ahead and say that for
Ma'am,
me, CT.
I am trying to tell goddamn Cam that the African, not all Africans, but Africans have a different history. You've never seen an Idi Amin in America that's a black person who said, "You're gonna bow to me, bitch." You've never seen a black in America that has the power or the level of racism in his own heart to tell a group of people, "You're gonna get the fuck out of my country. I'm gonna kill you in 90 days." You've never seen that level of brutality here. Most Black Americans don't have that type of viciousness, bro. That's what
Thank
I was
you.
trying to hold on. That's what I was
Mhm.
trying to tell goddamn Cam. I said a
Okay.
lot of these Africans, they're not gonna come here killing people, but they're gonna come here with that mindset of just that killer mindset. And you see it in schools, you see it in engineering, you see it when they get into fields of study. They are hyper fucking focused and succeeding at something. You don't get that type of grit a lot with FBAs. That's what I was trying to say. I was trying to say that they have for example, Afrodamus comes from Gambia. I'm pretty sure he's probably has witnessed at least one goddamn coup d'etat. You don't get that kind of shit in America. You don't get people. You don't get living in a government and then living in the midst of an overthrow. We got a young lady that calls in here. She's been a
May I
supporter.
respond to that,
Let
CT?
me
Because I
finish.
was paid to speak.
Just let
I
me
just asked
finish.
you a question.
I
Get
know,
back.
I know. Just let me finish, ma'am.
Mhm. I'm old.
Afro nerd has only heard about war. He's only heard about slavery. But there's a young lady that calls into this channel named Gway. She lived under Charles Taylor's fucking regime and seen death with her own eyes. These Black Americans have never seen that kind of shit before. They
Mm.
even this gang shit here does not add up to what really goes on in South America or Africa. So when these people come over here, they have a grit to succeed because they use that over here. That's all I was saying. A lot of words get mixed up because people don't want to hear the message. But the fact of the matter is that, hold your thought. These people talk a good game about doing things about white supremacy. You have Malema in South Africa. He has a political party and they hold about 10% of the government. He's in a stadium telling 100,000 people kill fucking white people. Now, I don't support that. But think about the difference between people who really have power versus people who don't have power and people who are in a system that has really been tailor made for them. That's all I was saying, ma'am. That's all I was saying. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
And I appreciate your clarification on that.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I had taken it a little bit more negatively than you
Let me read
had.
the super chat real quick. Nana Kwaku with the $10 super chat. Heard enough of the Indian. Let Professor Aphrodite speak. Ooh. Uh-oh. Go ahead,
Okay.
Africa.
Thank you, madam.
Can I
Thank
go
oh,
ahead and respond to
all right, all right, all right,
those
No,
ma'am.
CT,
Do
comments?
he
not
asked
do
you a
not
Let me
question.
cut
go to the
into my
comments.
time.
Can
Do
I
not cut into my time.
can I
I thought
address
you
this?
said a man would not pay.
May
I
Let
didn't
address
finish
this
my time though.
baboon
no.
in a
I
suit
didn't finish,
with the
but I didn't
armadillo
finish my
necklace?
time because I
May
had
I
you
please
speak.
address this
You
baboon in a
spoke.
suit with an
No,
armadillo necklace?
no. You guys spoke during my time. You
No,
guys spoke
I
during
thought
my
you
time.
said a
You took
man will
about
not
3 minutes
pay.
of my time, and then
Wow.
CT takes another 3 minutes answering me. So I've never gotten the fuck. Look, I've never gotten my time.
Mhm.
Now I'm not gonna ask any questions, and I'm gonna finish my time. That was paid for me. So let's not play these games, okay?
Mhm.
Hold on to your 9.99 and your G-string, sir, and be ready to pull it out when I'm done.
Is that how
I
much yours
should I
cost?
should at least have 2 to 3 minutes. I'm not asking any questions up here. Are you kidding me? You're so thirsty for your time. Now give me my 4 minutes uninterrupted. Men, you're disgusting in terms of the respect and lack of it for females on this panel. And I'm going to explain myself. Period.
Did you ever
I'm
do?
a
Would you ever do
native.
like?
I'm a native in this country, sir. That's what I represent. An indigenous Native American, sir. Okay? All right? Now, as I was saying in response to your clarification of my question about Idi Amin, you are mixing apples and oranges.
Ain't that for me? Moonlight Cliff with the $10 super chat says, "Shut this annoying singing woman up. Let Aphrodite speak. Shut her up. She's a foul mouth bitch." Thank you for the $10 PayPal. I gotta put you down for 10 more minutes, Moonlight. Hey, you can come back in 10 minutes, okay? Hang tight. Go ahead, Aphrodite. This is your turn.
Thank you very much. I
Like your
appreciate all
mother,
that. I appreciate all that. Here's the thing.
like
CT,
your mother.
witnessed. CT, can you quiet that urban chimp, please? Um, so
Don't laugh. Don't laugh, Zach.
so here's the thing. Here's the thing, CT. Witnessed three different coups in two different countries, witnessed civil war. I saw all this. Have you ever seen me over here crying?
No.
These people are pretenders. They are like the lady. She's over here talking about she's a native Indian. City, do you see where like these blacks, the young ones, why they are completely lost? Imagine an old lady like this. Literally, I'm looking at her. She looked like somebody from some village in Ashoka in Nigeria. She's telling us she's a Blackfoot Indian. If she's Blackfoot, I'm Cherokee. Okay? I'm damn Cherokee if she's one of those. And you got the Arab guy, he's over here. He's upset because I'm here waking the blacks up, because the things they talk about is so superficial, things that do not make any sense
Oh,
whatsoever.
wait. Could everybody tell me I'm missing super chat? Thank that. L says, Aphrodite, how since you and your hairline divorced? And then Miguel with the $10 super chat, Aphrodite would make a great neighbor. Moonlight, not so much. Nana says, "Here's your refund, Happy." And then Wine with the $5 super chat, here to add fuel to the fire. 5 minutes for Professor Aphrodite. And then Savage sent over a $10 cash app too. Go ahead, guys. This is
Thank
funny.
you, CT. So the fact is, like, if you notice that lady, she's
Get
not
on
over
camera,
here.
Willie.
She's not over here talking about the things that they've invented. They, because they keep making this up. They want us to just go along with it, right? Okay, we've done it long enough. We've had the fatigue. We've seen Black History Month time and time again, and it's not changing. Okay, fine. You guys want to continue being little children, do it in your own enclave. But when you bring it into the internet, the World Wide Web, it's like a child, who like their mother have been telling them, you are 6 foot tall. Then they go out, people realize, no, he's only 5 foot.
Ooh. Moonlight sent over a $50 cash app. Hey, type for me. I don't know if she wants me to drop you, but whenever she comes back, I gotta put you on mute, okay, Aphrodite?
But CT, there's plenty of people, watching right now also in the other sector, because this is Necrology 101 in my, on my channel. So some of the students that enrolled, they are getting the field work. So I told them I'm gonna present field work to them, and they are seeing it. You know,
Hold on for a
so
second.
they
Now,
should
Moonlight, do you
be.
want me
That was for my time, and
now, Moonlight, do you
now
want me to keep them
my
up here or you want me to drop them? I mean, I don't drop
drop.
other content. I don't drop other content creators, but
Drop him. You can't
No,
drop him off.
I can't be dropped,
I
ma'am.
want him to
I,
drop. Then I
hold
want
on,
him to be muted
hold on,
until I'm done with
hold
what
on.
I'm saying.
Epidemics. So I don't drop other content creators. However, just stay on mute for me real quick. Bobby Vegas,
Until I'm ready.
give Moonlight 10 more minutes, please. So wow, okay, go ahead.
You stay muted for 10
Stay muted,
minutes.
Aphrodite. Just stay muted. Here we go.
You stay muted for 10 minutes.
There we go. Go ahead.
These men counterparts of yours are taking $10 out their G string, sir. In the country that I was born in, I can put up $50 and more. My family worked on the plantation free sun up to sundown to make sure I can put up this kind of American dollar bill. So you will be muted for 10 minutes. Shut your motherfucking mouth. You're disgusting and you're a narcissist. Um, Back to Idi Amin. Okay. You need to compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. Idi Amin is a leader of a country that owns his own army, that can do anything and call the shots in his own country. That country that Idi Amin is in was a country that
Moonlight,
Israel had.
you have RLM with a $10 super chat. Tell more or 10 more minutes for Mrs. Moonlight. So you got 70 minutes technically, but you said okay. Go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you so much, RLM. Go ahead.
I bring coins. Thank you so much, sir. RLM, thank you so much.
Listen,
That's what
ma'am.
I bring. I'm sorry, ma'am. My apologies. I'm new. My apologies.
Hold on
That's
for a
what I
second.
bring.
Hold on for a second. So Savage just sent over a $10, a $40 cash app. So you still have technically 30 more minutes. So you still got some time.
So if I don't use all my 30
You
minutes,
still got 10, you still
can
got
I,
10 minutes to use. Yeah, you got 10 minutes. Go ahead. Go ahead.
if I don't use all of it, can I come back? Because I
No,
should. I got 10.
you have
I
no,
had.
you have time. You have time. He only sent over 50.
Okay.
So you got really 20 minutes. But go ahead.
Okay. So I may use 10 and I will
Sure.
yield the floor for another 10 when I come back at
Go
another
ahead.
time. Now, where was I? Idi Amin is a leader of his own country. What country is that there?
Uganda.
Uganda. Uganda was pinpointed by Israel as their homeland. They wanted Uganda as a homeland, and that's why Israel was in there. Forgot what her name was. She was the minister of Israel during that time. That woman there. Ooh, what is her name? I see her face clearly. But that was the deal that Idi Amin had with
Come on, Madeline
Israel.
Albright.
There you go. That was the deal that Idi Amin had for his country, and that's why he was getting laced as he was with trinkets, gold, and liquor until it all fell out. Something happened. It's
Okay,
in the
hang tight.
books.
Oh, whoa. Nana with the $50 super chat. Jesus Christ. Well, here is your refund then. I think that canceled everything out from you.
No, it
Shout out to
didn't, because
Nana.
I had
Shout
220.
out to Nana.
No, it does not. I
She's
put up
annoying
fifty
anyways.
dollars. I put up
She's
fifty
annoying
dollars,
anyways.
and then two
Hold
Hurry
people
on.
up.
put up $10.
Hurry
How
up.
does it
Hold on.
Hurry
cancel
up.
me out?
Hold
Hurry
on.
up.
Hold
I
on.
put up $50.
Let's do the math real quick. Hang
And then
tight.
I got two people to put up $10 each for me.
So that's
So how did it
70.
cancel
And
me out?
then that's 50. Oh, because Savage sent me a $40 cash app to get you out of here too. So it's really, yeah. So
How many
actually,
cash apps you got to get me out of here?
well, he sent over a $40 actually $50 cash app because he sent 40 and a $10. So it's 50. So that's 100, then minus the 70. So it's really, you don't have any more time, but you can still, I mean, it's up to you. But thank you so much.
She got to go.
I can show you the.
I don't
I
even
don't drop
get it
women.
because
I don't drop
I
women.
don't
It's just
even
that
get it.
no,
I
no,
don't
no.
get it.
I don't drop
Because I
women.
spent $50 and two people spent.
Hold on. I don't drop women, but you can still stay. But it's it's I guess it's up for anybody to talk right now.
You have to put an age limit to that, you know.
Hold on for a second. Moonlight,
And you
RLM.
have to put a pretty limit to it.
Hold on for a second.
Then
Hold on.
you wouldn't be picked.
And you're a skinless rat. So you are pimped with your white tie on.
Hold on for a second. Let me do some math here. RLM gave you 10 minutes. Bobby gave you 10 minutes. So that's 20, right? Let's see. So that's 20. So you sent over 50. That's 70. Savage sent over 50. And then Nana sent 50. So it's 100. So yeah, it's canceled out. Yeah.
Can I
But
cook?
So
you
it's a
could.
free for all.
Can I cook?
Like
Oh,
I
and
was
then
Look,
clips.
saying,
And then
you're
clips it.
not
City,
you're
she's
not
babbling.
comparing apples to apples
And
when
then
Look,
clips.
Idi
ma'am,
Amin and that country was gonna give up their hiney to Israel until something fell off.
Hold on.
You two are up here talking about crap.
Hold on for a second. This is getting wild. Wait a minute. You guys are sitting over a lot of cash ups. Hang tight. American Man says for the crazy mammy to speak. So you got 10 minutes technically. Well, no, you got no, because it's still like a 30-minute credit towards Savage and then Nana. So it's 20 minutes. So go ahead, guys. Whoever talks. Whoever talks.
so here's the
That's
thing. So
right.
here,
And
she's
so
talking
in this
about what
country, some
oh,
of
here we
us
go.
are so goddamn advanced in this country as FBAs and indigenous Americans that the likes of Oprah, who is an anchor and a very successful FBA or black or indigenous American, whatever you want to call it, gave up helping her fellow people in this country to create a school
All right,
in South
that's for
Africa
you. That's
for
your
the
people,
South
right? That's your
Africans.
people after diamonds, right?
Right.
So
Rihanna
Thank you,
spent
Mythic Man.
all her days. Rihanna found herself in
Is she
Africa
from here?
with aid in Africa.
Oh,
Then you have all the likes of these white Academy Award winning women, such as Jodie. Is it Jodie Foster? I can't get all of these white women.
all right, Moonlight, I gotta put you in the back. I normally don't drop women, but hang tight. Dwala says, drop that mammy disrespecting our African professor.
thank you very much,
So that's what,
Duale.
60
Thank you
euro,
very much.
60 euro. I don't know. What's damn, it's like what's that? 80, 89, what's that, 80 USD or something?
Yeah. So
It's
she's talking about
to that super chat. Glasses are the white man's invention, miss. Go ahead, sir.
she's talking about Oprah, their mammy, right? First of all, Oprah was sent there by her Jewish handlers to go, create a female school where they would, diddle those children. That came out. Now she's laying claim to Rihanna. Rihanna is not from your country. Rihanna, isn't she from like Barbados?
Barbados.
Barbados. So that's what I keep saying. They have to
Hold
look
on
to
for a
their
second.
celebrities.
Hold on for a second. Moonlight Moonlight said over $50. She said my time. Okay, hey tight. It's too much super chats and cash ups going in. I'm losing track of math here. Jesus Christ. Okay, so she could come back, but I don't know. Go ahead, Afrodamus, man. I gotta do the math. Go ahead.
Look, she's over here trying to talk about Uganda. She doesn't even get the analogy you are putting up to her. Just like yesterday, when someone asked me, why did you come to America? I said, okay, let's do the math. A $2
Excuse
billion
me. Did you get
economy
that? Or have we
versus
broken even at this
oh
point?
geez.
Hold on for a
Look,
second. Hold on for a
I didn't
second.
expect to be put in the back, sir. Have we
Okay.
broken even?
I brought you back. Guys, I don't drop women, so I'm gonna take this. Dwight, she paid 50 to come back. I
Tell
think
your yads.
Afrodamus still has like 20 minutes to speak. I gotta
thank
do the
you.
math on that.
How
Thank you.
much? Why does he
I've,
still have 20
I've
to
got,
speak and
I've
you
got,
drop me for
I've got,
$50?
because people keep dropping
You
you
dropped
because
me
you're
for
annoying.
$50
They don't
and
like
they
you.
dropped me and I
They
paid
don't like
$50 and
you.
he got 20 minutes to speak? I don't
They
think
Hold on.
don't,
so.
they don't
Hold on,
like you.
how about this, guys? You guys hold on for a second. I got a chime from Eric. He said, I got 5 on it for the FBA Queen. Thank you so much, Eric, for the $5 chime. So, okay,
She's native, not FBA.
Okay, how about this? You
according
guys
to-
still talk and I'll
I'm
do the math.
black.
Okay, go ahead.
She changed it.
I'm
She's one of
black.
the blacks,
I'm
huh?
black, which I told
We
you.
we, we
But this
know.
this is
We
part of
know.
the
Now,
blacks that
yeah.
you are generalizing with your
Yeah, but you
pompous
are you
ass.
but
Later for
until black.
you and them goddamn Africans that come to this
Yeah.
country on the
So
blacks on the backs of slaves.
so
On the
when you
backs of
slave
slaves, sir.
is there
That's
were
why
you a
you got
slave?
to this
I
friggin'
knew it.
country
I
to
knew you
wear
were
that
old enough
white
to be a
tie
slave. I
that you
knew it.
got tied around your fat
Are you
neck
are
with
you a
your
slave?
fat, dry tongue.
Are you
Your
a slave?
tongue is dry. You're a fat neck that
Are you
claim
a
that you
slave,
only
man?
you only play in exchange with the
Are
white
you
boys.
are you a
If you
slave?
only play and exchange with the
Are
white
you
boys,
a
why are you
slave?
here? Why
Are
are
you a
you down
slave?
here with
Are
you
you a
goddamn
slave?
monkeys? Why y'all over here in this country streaming, talking about what black
Kiki,
can do in this
where's the urban
country?
chimp
Huh?
sound for her?
Go to your country where they colonized your ass. Go to your country where you're sitting under the goddamn Pope with your hands up the Pope's behind. Go there. Go there to speak to them. Go there and put roofs on the houses of your fucking people as you sit up here with your pompous ass. Go there to your country. Put roofs on their friggin' heads. Respect your women out there that's carrying not only their children on their backs, they're carrying water on their head, 2 bags in both hands as you sit up here all shined up with your white tie
All
on,
right, all right.
talking crap. Don't
Thank you very
fucking
much.
disrespect me
Thank you,
in this
thank,
country.
thank you
My
very much.
people here died, worked
All right,
400
thank you,
friggin' years
thank you.
for you to come over here talking
Uh,
shit. Who
yes,
the hell you think you are?
all right, be
Huh?
quiet now.
Because you running with the white boys? Then what the fuck you doing over here?
All right,
What you
all right.
doing here talking shit? You should
Let
be
me
over
speak.
there with the white boys talking shit.
Hey
You're
guys,
a
I'm still doing.
pompous asshole.
Guys, by the way, I'm still doing the math on who should be here and who should not. Hang tight. I'm
Pompous
still.
asshole is what I think you are. And the only time you can speak, you pompous narcissist asshole, is when your fellow African put $10 in your G-string.
You're
Okay?
mad about
That's
that too?
why.
You're
Talking
mad?
about your mammy. You sound like a friggin' raccoon from the Motisa tribe with your fucking Republican tie. What you up here doing? Huh? You serving more tea to the white men? Huh? Motisa, Motisa, like I told your friends on the other channel. Motisa, you fucking up here serving more tea like you comparing apples to apples when a fucking Idi Amin owned a country and an army. What country does black people have in this country? You need to shut the fuck up. You're disrespectful, and I disrespect you in this
All right,
country.
mammy, let me talk
I
now, mammy.
disrespect you. Who was your mammy was your mother. That was a mother
Can
before
mammy,
slaves worked on
mammy,
on
let me
this
talk
land
now.
so you could take a plane here. That
All
was
right.
your mother before you were able to take a plane here to walk on the backs of what indigenous Americans did here. Okay? It was only a few of you people that came through the caves of Africa. Not a lot of y'all. Millions of friggin' black Africans, black native people was in this country. Okay? That's why we still have pyramids here today.
Can
All
you make
right?
up your mind?
You came here and saw us.
What are you?
The native indigenous people is
Oh,
what you people came here and saw.
no,
You saw
we
pyramids
sold you
here,
here.
sir.
We
You saw
sold you.
pyramids here. Don't play with this. Don't play with this. Now you want to define who's black, the FBA black. You talking about black American here with your acronyms. Later for you. There's a lot of friggin' American people that went to your country to friggin' save some of y'all with adoption and every goddamn thing else and aid. This country don't allow us to get no aid here. All of them Hollywood people is taking care of y'all, forgetting where they come from. That's why we still in the situation we're in today. If you have cancer from within, that's what you get. If you have drugs pointed to you, institutionalization, we are 20% of this country and 70% of prison. Who the fuck you talking about? You
Of
don't know
committing
nobody over
crime.
here. You don't know nothing.
Hang tight. Juan with the $5 super chat. Honestly, the rough
Y'all better
reality is
mind
we
your
ain't have them
business up
cameras for the
here.
week or so by
You
their end.
disrespectful.
All right, can I speak now?
I did the math. She
You ain't
has.
hear nothing I said, so you can speak, you narcissist.
So
The only
yeah.
thing you're waiting for is silence, so now you can shine up your behind.
You're all
Go
over the
ahead, dry
place.
tongue. Go ahead, you dry tongue
Moonlight is
African.
the
Speak.
Moonlight.
Hold
Moonlight.
on.
Thank
Hold on.
you.
It's
Thank
all over the place.
Hold on. Chukwu, I'm sorry, Juan with the $5 super chat. Honestly, the rough reality is CT and Aphrodite came here, so the weak were sold by their ancestors. And Chukwu, that's for you, buddy. I think that's your super chat.
Like your mother.
Can I read
That's
it?
why
Can I
you're
read
here.
it?
That's
Can I
why.
read it?
That's why your females in your village don't have shoes, and we taught you how to wear shoes in this country. You came off the friggin' plane thinking you should only wear shoes on Sunday. Okay?
Can
That's
Hang
the
tight,
I just
please.
cricket.
thank
That's what
Moonlight?
you deal
Moonlight.
with
Can I thank
in your mud huts,
yo
in your mud hut,
Moonlight? Thank
in your
you for
mud
being
hut.
the prototypical mentally ill, culturally
Fuck you.
confused, culture vulture, Negro Democrat activist female with a loud mouth who says
Right.
absolutely
I'm
nothing else.
neither or, and that's
You're
why you
talking.
have a mask
You
on and I
forgot to take
don't.
your
Because
meds.
you're a
You
coward.
forgot to take
That's
your
why you have a
meds.
mask
She
on and I
is
don't. And that's why you're a
Moonlight is a
coward. You're
prototypical
a coward.
activist
You need to shut up. I'm not an
demographic.
activist in
She's a
anything.
demographic. She's
I'm not a
she's the
Democrat, nor am I a
she's
Republican. I don't
she
hone
doesn't
into
know if
all of
she's
those
African,
rituals that
black,
you own
Native
into.
American,
I am a native
Israelite,
Black
Asiatic,
American in the
Native
United
American.
States.
Yeah, no.
Yes, yes.
Real quick, Nana says,
That
"You see
makes
what
me
happens when the
courageous,
granny loses
whereas I could
money?
cam up and you don't.
Hold on for a second. Nana says, "You see what happens when the granny loses money? Get her
Your
off.
mother.
Let the Afrodamas speak." Okay, hang tight. I did the math. That would bring Afrodamas at 30 minutes to talk freely. Okay, so I'm doing
And
the
how
math
much
Go
here.
ahead,
minutes do I have?
Afrodamus.
And I spent $100.
Afrodamus, cook this
There
man.
are
You
people.
cooked
There are
her.
people.
Shut
You
her
white
up.
turd, get your tongue out of Aphrodamis's anal area.
Hang tight. Moonlight. There are people sending over
That
PayPal's and Cash Apps just like you. I'm trying to do the math in the back. There are
okay,
people.
we're
There
gonna
are
have to
people.
do the math because I
Hold
spent
on.
a hundred
Hold on.
dollars up here. I need to get some fun of minutes. Okay, we
I know,
can't
but
have this
She's
coward ass
a,
maxed up friggin' Republican up here. We
hang
can't have
tight.
a masked
Hang
man
tight.
up here. How
Moonlight.
does a
Moonlight.
masked man get up here?
Moonlight. When people pay, it's like it's a bounty. So if you pay for 100 minutes or $100, somebody pay for 100, it cancels everything out, right?
Okay, am I
I'm just doing.
canceled?
I'm just doing the math here. From what I've gotten, it seems like now Afrodamus has 25, or I'm sorry, 30 more minutes to speak, just based off
I
of that.
knew it, you coon. I
Okay,
knew it.
whoa, guys,
I
guys, guys.
knew it, you traitor ass coon. Go ahead. Go
Hold on
ahead,
for a
you
second. I got.
fat belly bitch.
Hold
Go
on for a second.
ahead.
Hold on. I forgot.
CT, calculate that, please.
Oh, this is you that sent that over. Okay, so all right. Jesus Christ, this is getting out of hand now.
Thank you very
Moonlight,
much.
this is you right here again.
Yes.
This is you again. Wow.
CT,
Okay.
CT, can I
Hold
can
on
I
for a
can
second.
I cook?
Yep.
Hold on. Jesus Christ, man. Wait a minute.
I need some time with your
She has a lot.
mega friggin' hat on. You
She has a
full
lot
of
of.
shit.
She has a lot of time.
CT, you ain't getting it. You ain't never got this much money. You ain't never went
I
live
know,
without the
right? Hold on for
moon
a second. Let
giving
me
you
read this
this
real
much
quick.
money.
Hold on. Let me read. Miguel says, if you see this woman where you are at work, hide in a bathroom ASAP, or you might lose your job. Professor Afrodamus for sure. For sure. Hold on. She has
For sure. Now you're gonna threaten my job.
hold on. All right. She got a lot of time, bro. She has about
Thank you.
go ahead.
Thank
I'm
you so
losing
much.
brain cells listening to her. I'll
You've
just block
lost
her
brain
out.
cells. Why don't you go on mute
Hang tight.
with your mega hat on, you
Okay.
raccoon?
Go ahead, ma'am.
You
Go ahead.
raccoon. You raccoon.
Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead.
Can Trump come in the building so he can go ahead and tag these coons?
Ma'am, go ahead, ma'am. You got the floor. You pay. It's
Am
up
I
to you.
speaking? Am I
Yes.
speaking? Hello, can you hear me? Yes. Can Trump come in the building and tag this coon over here? Like I said, Nerve in this country wearing a mega raccoon hat. Let me go ahead and handle you before that mass man, that mass yag, come back and put both fingers up your, you know what.
Easy.
Um,
Easy.
let's see. Okay, my apologies. He just came up here so
No, you
rude,
got time,
CT.
ma'am. You got a lot of time. Go ahead. It's
CT,
up to
he
you.
just came up here so rude. Yes, so the native Black Americans, they don't count in their
Y'all are
numbers.
not native.
Okay?
Yeah, bro. She paid for a lot of time, man. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
CT, you will be begging me to come back. Okay? Put all of this in your piggy bank. All right? You ain't
Okay.
gonna see these kind of coins in your next few lives unless I come
Thank
back.
you. And
Uh
I appreciate that. You know, I live in a efficiency, ma'am. Thank you so much.
yeah, I know. You go up and down my timeline. You know how I
Yep.
get down for mine.
Yep.
Um, and so with your efficiency, thank us for that.
Yep.
Thank the Native Americans for
Thank
your
you.
ability to have an efficiency home here.
Thank you.
Before we had to go through shacks. We lived in shacks before. And you see those like Aphrodamus with his mega hat on. He was in the hut called the slave hut, you know. That's where you go ahead and breed. They had huts for breeding. So this type of individual here, Aphrodamus, would qualify if he was back on the plantation because of his love. The love not for his people or people that look like him, but the love for politics over his people. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Let's make America great again, everyone, and pinpoint all of these raccoons because
Mm-hmm.
these are the ones actually that has made us, cancerous from the inside out. This is our cancer from the inside out. And
Mm-hmm.
then they claim up here that they're for the blacks. They're for the blacks. They're for the blacks. If you were for the blacks, then you would keep your mouth closed and maybe give homage to what the American indigenous Native Americans did in this country to make you come over here and be as pompous as you are. And then you're so insulting at the same time. I didn't even say two words to you, and you said lady, grandma, and then you blame me because I respond to you in kind. That's not fair, sir. We're not living in your country standards over here. I have my ancestors who died. I'm a representative of those who have succeeded. And I'm not going to have you up here desecrating, as you quote unquote call the blacks in this country, and think your few coins is going to stop people's mouth because you have an American dollar in your pocket. Give us some thanks when you speak on us. And yes, I mentioned Oprah Winfrey in Chicago. Do you know about Chicago, CT? Chicago is a gang ridden state in this country.
Yep.
I don't look at Republican and Democrat. So this masked coward probably was amongst those who climbed the wall, and really disrespected the White House on that day. You, these proud, prideful boys, and your raccoon friends. You couldn't walk in my neighborhood, Aphrodamus. Okay? You can't do what half of the Black American indigenous men have done in this country to make you step in here with your shiny shoes, pointed toe shoes, and your mega red hat on. You are full of shit. You are pompous. You took the mic as soon as you got here, and CT allowed you 40 minutes with your dissertation. I couldn't even keep up unless I wrote down notes with your friggin' mega hat and tie. I paid for this time. And so, yes, instead of Oprah, the black Native American that I assume she is, or the black, instead of her building a school here to help her own people out here, as mixed up as we are, the blacks, she went to South Africa. She went to South Africa and built you a school. Hand clap for that. Rihanna goes to your country every year with aid. Hand clap for that. You have some white Hollywood stars that's adopting your children. Hand clap for that. They would rather adopt your children than adopt Americans born in this country, indigenous Americans here that need it. But they would go to your country and adopt you and give you aid and everything else instead of their own people in their own country. Why is that? Have you researched that? You're full of shit. And what you will do is speak on your pompous ass when I leave, because you're a
More like,
coward.
Are you
more like,
jealous?
more like,
Marty?
more like,
Are you
more like,
jealous? Just
more
ask.
like. I just did the math. Okay, I did the math. Yeah, it was 234 to drop you and 185 to keep you. So technically, Aphrodamus has 49 minutes. I just did the math on both ends. I'm not gonna
Okay,
drop you.
CT.
I just gotta mute you real quick. Okay, I just did the math. So,
You got another big one.
oh, I do. Hold on, let me see.
Yep.
Oh, damn.
I see it.
Nana clock you.
Hold on,
Nana's
whoa. From one grade to
99.
another. Oh,
Can I read?
yeah, go ahead. Yikes.
I'll be
African.
damned.
The African.
I'll be damned.
The African.
I'll be damned.
We're studying big.
Do you see this?
Yeah, the Africans.
Thank me,
Nana clock
CT.
you. Not
Well,
a
you got
question.
these
$9
Africans spinning
million.
their wheels. They spending money. They
Well,
got
they have this. The
they
brothers
cashing
have
in all the
money.
cotton. They cashing in
Well,
all the bale of cotton.
the brothers have money. I mean,
These Africans,
Moonlight, you said they sold you. Here's the Hennessy and the
they
seashells.
cash what? I'm sorry.
Moonlight, I gotta
Moonlight,
mute you for.
Moonlight, you did say they
Yeah.
sold
Okay,
Can you
I gotta
please
text
mute
you.
her?
Okay, I normally don't like getting women off, but they want you out. I mean, I'm gonna keep you in the back. Okay, so
you. Yeah, I didn't read
Well,
it
he has
yet. But Moonlight and
$149 credit. He has 149 minutes to speak, basically. I normally don't. Yeah, go ahead.
All
if
right.
I
Thank
can
you
I,
very
This is
much.
the most I've ever gotten, Zach. I could probably get that air conditioner, Zach.
I
Real quick,
think
though, that's not true,
Professor
CT,
can
because we
talk
all know you
now.
raised $1,000 off me to ban me for life, and you brought me back in 3 minutes. So sorry to all the people who sent the 1,000 over for CT that day.
Let me go. I'll go ahead and read. I think Professor can talk now.
Thank you very much.
From one creator to another. Get her off. Enjoy. Thank
That's
you,
right. Negrology 101 students, those of you that are watching, next quarter is Negrology 201. Please make sure you register. You're seeing it. The field work is happening right in front of you. CT, think about it. These people, their mammy right here, this is who raised them. People like Afro Nerd. Can you imagine? This is the so-called competition. And I know she's gonna try to keep paying. She's gonna get an overdraft, pretty soon, because she said no one would pay for me. She's seeing that, there's so many people out here willing to hear from the professor. Ma'am, you guys have lost completely. You've lost this battle, and we are here to save you from yourself. It's plain and simple. We don't hate you. You are filled with so much hatred to a point you can't even see the reality. She lost me when she said she's native, she's Indian, they are black. I don't even know what they are. They are everything except what they actually are. She said we came here and sold them. No, 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 ma'am. You were put on the slave ship a while ago. You might, you're so ancient, you were probably still alive back then. I wasn't born at the time. I'm of this era. Okay. So you guys can see for yourself clearly, the blacks have completely lost the plot. These are the grannies that raise majority of these blacks. I mean, look at how she thinks, her logic. She keeps talking about the celebrities. Oh, they went to my country. She doesn't even know my country. She thinks Africa is a country. The level of ignorance and low IQ that's been displayed here is scary. This should scare any black that is watching this right now. I mean, this is your future. This woman, she's even better, I think. If you hear some of them on Twitter or TikTok, you would completely lose it. Like yesterday, I heard Tariq Nasheed complaining, I would say grifting off of his people. So what they do is they constantly talk about African, African, African. But the moment people come and challenge their talking points, they start saying we are obsessed with them. They do not have power in this country. They just live here like anybody else. So what they need to do is build the areas where they are the majority, which is the ghetto. The white man already built it once and put them over there. They turn it into what it is today. So for me to recognize this, and also she telling me I cannot walk in her neighborhood. This is true, ma'am, because it is dangerous. It's a dangerous place. I don't want bad things to happen to me. That's why I stay far away from black enclaves. It doesn't mean I hate the blacks. I just know what I just know reality. I don't want bad things to happen to me. That's all. I'm gonna let the other people speak too. And Mammy, I hope you're back there listening. Go ahead.
While it says from another African, this is for the professors. Preach the blacks respectfully. Guys, give it up to everybody in the chat, man. There's a lot of super chats coming in today.
CT, you see what's happening here? And a lot of the blacks, they are probably crying right now. You see, they are seeing the African dollar power.
Yeah.
They like to say they have, trillion spending power. CT, Why aren't the blacks over here spending? They left the mammy hanging dry. You know, I mean, she says she's pretty, but the blacks are not donating to get her on. All they are doing is crying. They are complaining, you know. And have you noticed, she admires me. She keeps talking about my beautiful tie and how I'm dressed. You know, I mean, look at how she's dressed. She's supposed to be at work.
I think was she like an idiot? I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think she didn't understand what I or you were saying. You had a guy who literally he didn't talk against white supremacy. He did something about it from his perspective, physically. You don't really have that amongst a lot of FBAs in America. They don't. You're not going to ever probably get that, and I think that's what they don't understand. With the African, you're not going to get an African that's going to. How come they're not hiring me? They're going to just make their own shit. It's like, fuck it, I don't care. I just make my own shit here in the States instead of just begging. You don't really. I don't think she understood that.
No, because here's the thing. Remember, I talked about the emancipation. If your teenager is in your house and they demand emancipation, the condition is when you're emancipated, you need to leave that house because you cannot be under your parents. You said you're emancipated and still, expecting them to do things for you. The only way the emancipation would stand is you move on, you go get a job and do for self. Then you're emancipated. But you can't say, okay, I'm emancipated and you're still in your parents' house, demanding stuff. That's what's happening to these blacks. They want people to hire them whether people like it or not. They think they can cry their way into white people's company. That's not how it works.
You get it.
Time have changed.
Yep. Samuel,
Things have changed.
No wonder there's so many starving African commercials. They were all spending their money on CT's show today. Jesus Christ. But yeah, Willie, you got to get on camera, bro. I don't do this off the camera shit today, man. Just get on camera, Willie, man. I ain't got time for that shit. Get on camera, Willie.
I mean, look at it. It's like, low IQ talking points that they keep bringing up.
Get on camera, goddamn Cam. Get on camera.
These people are living in a fantasy land, and they don't even get it. You notice when people are talking about things that actually make sense, that can help them out.
Yeah.
They, in the Bible, the people they refer to as the stiff-necked people, they are the stiff-necked people. They cannot see what people are telling them. They can't see it. 1 minute they are black, another minute they are native Indian. What are you people? Tell us what you are. That's all I'm asking. I'm not interested in, the Bible that you guys keep bringing up, saying you invented all these things. Or you talking about you saw some commercial, in late night TV. Great. You keep fooling yourself. You keep telling yourself that this is what Africa is, and that's how all Africans are. In fact, if you like, you can say, I used to live up on a tree, but you know what? That makes you look bad because you are saying that someone who didn't have no electricity apparently live on a tree. They're advertising them. They come here and run circles around you. You've already got to start before them. Martin Luther King said, pull yourself by your bootstraps. That means when I came here, I didn't even have a boot. I didn't even have a foot. I had to grow the foot, get the boot and the straps and pull myself up. Right? So if you are trying to use that as a diss, that's a laugh on yourself.
Yeah.
FBAs are losers. Let them just accept it and follow the blueprint that I'm laying here. Clean yourself up. Stop listening to these mammies. Your mammies have failed you. Your mammies have failed you. And she calling me a Motisa. Motisa is the light-skinned ones that serve tea in the house. I'm too dark for a Motisa. We teach about the Motisas in the negrology class. So, I'm gonna let what's her name? Mooncake.
Mooncake.
Mooncake. I'll give some time to Mooncake.
Samuel with the $5 super chat. No wonder there's so many. I already read that one. Go ahead, Mooncakes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll give that time to Mooncake.
Thank you. I know I came in kind of halfway. Sorry about just leaving yesterday, by the way. I wasn't feeling too well, and I was like, I gotta jump out of here. So sorry about that, chaotic. Yeah, no, I just have been listening to this a little bit, and I think what's frustrating is that there's criticisms on both sides for sure. There are things that Black Americans can do to do better, and there are things that Black Africans can do to do better. But the frustrating part is I think Black Americans, and I said this yesterday, find themselves attacking Black Africans consistently and to extreme levels. And when they hear the word Africa, I think they truly believe Africa is a country and not a continent. So they don't point to countries in Africa. They literally will just say, oh, Africa's poor, or Africa's this. And then it's like, okay, we'll point to a country. Can you even name me 10 countries in Africa? I'm going to argue most of the time they can't. And some of these countries, I'll use Botswana as an example, they're very highly developed African nations. They produce some of like the smartest people on this planet. Once again, we talked about the people coming from Nigeria. And she said something, and I don't want to say something that she didn't say, but she said something about like Black people being indigenous to America, which they are not. Black people are not indigenous to America. And I think at some point, I don't know where that's coming from. And I think there needs to be maybe re-education, or someone needs to fix the system. But yeah, there were Black people brought there, but they are not indigenous to America. And I don't know what we're struggling with here. I don't know why they want to be indigenous so badly. The same way most white Europeans are not indigenous to America. So I don't really know what the issue is there.
Well, the issue is to them, they are anything but African. Me personally, I don't care. You can call yourself anything. I don't decide who's African or who isn't. But why come to Africans to prove, to say, I'm not African? I don't care. You can call yourself whatever you like. And Africans, more and more waking up. We are not about to allow some loser group to attach themselves to us, tether themselves to us. There's some of them plenty moving to Gambia.
Yeah.
I've seen them. Some would beg for land or purchase. They don't know how to build. They've had land for years. You don't see any building. You would see one or two. Guess the houses they are renting, guess who built those? The Gambian people. Okay, so they came to a place that's already established by other Africans like myself. We built it, we move in. But they are saying, oh, we brought the Africans here. No, you didn't bring no African here, because first of all, to bring someone in the United States, you have to have a reason. They don't have jobs for themselves. What would be the reason that they would give to the US that they want Africans here? What would that be? They don't have any reason to. They just say things to feel good. It's a feel good culture. Do you see how that woman was willing to be overdraft today just so I don't speak this truth? They are so scared of hearing the truth. And at the end of the day, it's all envy and jealousy. They have so much envy and jealousy for Africans. That's what it is. Because all their platforms is African, 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 nonstop. And then they would bring their bootlickers, some of them who want to continue to take advantage of them, who are of different races, would keep pushing them towards their demise, to keep promoting that. No. Hey, no, you guys continue doing what you're doing, when they can clearly see these people are losing. There's so much, FBA black fatigue. People are tired of going to Walmart, seeing big ass walruses rolling on the ground, fighting each other. Okay? People are tired of it, shower caps and all that. The white people are tired of it. They can't say it openly, because if they say it, they are going to say they are racist. So at some point, they have to take accountability. No, I mean, all these people can be against you.
Ain't time for me. After Moonlight. Technically, you got 150 minutes now, or not 150, but like 100 and I gotta do the damn math. It's like 100 and something minutes. So you could just wait like 2 hours to come back or whatnot.
Yeah. So pretty much,
I see moonlights in Florida to keep them gators away.
yeah. So pretty much,
moonlight, just
yeah, pretty much they want people to just pretend and go along with what is not real. Like people,
Hey, African, just give me one more second. Hey, moonlight, I'm gonna do the math again. Just give me a second. I'm gonna let them talk. Go ahead.
so people are saying, no. We don't like this stuff. We want to stay away from it. It doesn't mean people hate you. If you say that you've invented things and you have the skills, trust me, why would you invent something and then people, go against it and say, no, we don't like your invention? This makes no sense whatsoever, and they've lied to the blacks. I don't know who started it. Maybe mammies like her, old people, they kept lying to these people, raising their children, feeding them lies. So when they come out here in the world, they realize now, we've completely failed. And when people are trying to point that out, they start saying, oh, you just hate us. You don't like us. I mean, how can everyone see the same thing? They keep saying it, but you can't even wake up and say, okay, if they're saying something, if there's smoke, there's fire there. I mean, just kick back, take your time, and look at what people are saying. It might be true. That's all I'm saying. I'm not here, trying to tell you what to do or what not to do. But
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm just pointing out to you that the game you are playing, you are behind and you are the loser.
You want to read that super chat, Samuel? I mean, Mooncakes, go ahead.
Yeah, that's a very inappropriate outfit, Mooncake. I can still see the skin of your neck. Unacceptable. They would still get mad at me for this. You look at it.
Bantu Barty Rubble. Bantu Barty Rubble.
Hold on. Be quiet for a second. Please, can you hold on?
Whether it's nonsense, whether it's nonsense to notice,
he would speak. I'm not done. I'm not done.
I see your countrymen in front of Home Depot every time I go there.
They are working.
But I would never disrespect them.
Sir, they are working, right? Hold on. There you go.
Whether it's Moon Coon, Bantu Barty
Rubble, how come he can interrupt
nonsense
me?
to nobody. You three people. I respect Africans because I see African doctors, I see the African engineers, but I also see black folks also performing. All you seem to notice with your tap dance routine is that you look at black failure and all you comment on is on that. So when we see Trump, much of what's happening with Trump in real time, he's being backhanded by well-heeled FBA women, right? Who knew? Let's see, every time you come to facts, you start twisting up. You start rubbing sticks together. What I'm talking about is that we see that who knew that the governor of the Federal Reserve was a black woman, causing problems for Trump, right? Letitia James, shout out to New York City, causing problems for Trump.
Lisa Cook,
right? You're naming all these ghetto women that are criminals. Do you not see what's happening? They've been charged, man, guy. Don't you see that?
Whether Show Speed or Marquez Brownlee, you got 7, if not 8 figure black American streamers, right? So but see, Mooncakes wants to go to King Von, but we don't get credit. We don't get credit. When I said that I interviewed a theoretical physicist, professor emeritus at the University of Connecticut, who, yes, he's looking into time travel, right? This man right here clowns that,
that young
but
brother
he won't
that's doing the plastiline. What about that young brother that's doing the plastiline on YouTube? Nature
We don't get credit. We only get credit. We only get credit when Lil Wayne is doing his shuck and jive act. What's all we get credit for. But when I bring up black excellence, I don't care if it's African excellence, right? But for some reason, I'm not discounting the fact that the brothers out there that are struggling in front of Home Depot. Because I consciously know there are Africans that are engineering, that are also doctoring. I see these people. Why do you people disrespect us when I can just give you a list of people? Hampton, Howard, Morehouse, Meharry, Charles Drew, they all have black graduates. They don't count though. You only focus on the dysfunction. That's where the trick bag is. That's where the Mailer Damon email Nigerian grift occurs. I'm not going for that. Bantu Barney Rubble.
Can I respond?
All right. This is funny. This is funny. This guy. So if you see people that are standing there,
Funny,
Home Depot-
funny is
hold
funny
on,
is
hold on,
correct.
hold on, hold
I'm
on.
doing a
People-
translation.
Hold
I'm
on.
gonna be.
Let me
I'm going
finish.
to be your closed. I'm going to be your closed caption.
Can you be
Anytime
quiet?
you say something, it's
All right.
it's cool.
CT,
It's jungle babble. You're
CT, you're gonna allow
Mr. Fizz.
this hood rat to keep cutting me off? Okay. Here's the thing, man. So he doesn't.
I'm a hood rat for real. Speaking this way, I speak better than you. You speak Hausa, Negro, Igbo, Bantu, Hausa. Knock it off.
All right. So
English
so
is
you
much better
so
than
you
yours,
think
but
you
that
think
ain't on his
you
English.
think you think that it's a diss for people that are out there working, making money. You see why you are behind?
Did not say that.
You see why? That's what you. So hold on. That's what you said. Hold on. Hold on.
Translation. That's that lost translation. I said. I see them and I see the engineer. You see. Look, you see King Von. You don't see anybody else. You don't see this. You don't see the sister. That's the governor of the Federal Reserve. You don't see her. All you see is King Von and Asia Doll. That's all you see.
You're arguing with yourself. You come up
can I
with your
respond?
things and you keep making your own argument. So be quiet and let me speak, okay? Stop interrupting.
And let
I know.
me speak. You are Idi Amin Adada.
And I know it's hard for you to control yourself. You lack, self-control. But allow me to speak. Be civilized for a second.
I don't have to respect you when you disrespect me, sir. I don't have to do that.
Everything that you say and you guys' leader Tariq Nasheed is just putting you guys behind. It's like people are standing at Home Depots who don't even speak English. They are running circles around you, making money. So the things that you make fun of, people are making money out of that while you are over here crying and begging, convincing people that you got degrees. What is your degree bringing you? Nothing. Okay, you're telling me about some ladies who are DEI hires. By the way, hold on. Hold on.
Now I'm not flexing.
So Letitia
saved up. I'm saved up. I'm good. I'm good. Tell you truth. I'm a homeowner. Seven-figure valuation.
All right, thank you.
So
all right,
I'm not out there. I give props to the brothers out there from Home Depot.
We appreciate
you don't give props to our excellence.
Hold on.
That's the trick bag.
Hold on. So you're over here talking about saying Letitia James and all this. I mean, this is so
Ugandan.
This makes no sense whatsoever.
Facts make you angry, though,
so if those hold on. Let's say Letitia.
Hang tight for me, Aphrodite. Moonlight. It is. I just did all the math. It is 233 to come back. If anybody wants to help her come back. American Millennial with a $2 super check. Get on camera, Linwood. American Millennial with the $2 super chat. Never 300 people here on the positive shows. Again, it is. I did the math. It's $233 for Moonlight to come back.
10 cents in Nairas.
Yeah, they sent over a lot of money to kick you off. Moonlight here. You see it. It was a lot of super chats and PayPals and chimes to get you up out of here. I want you here, Moonlight. I kind of want to have an immunity for you. Actually, I want you back.
Why you drop Afro Nerd?
Nobody
because he's interrupting.
Afro Nerd only. Oh, that's for you. Aphrodite, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah. So he's
Aphrodite is a bitch ass tether who's a faggot. Who's a bitch.
Can you mute that crybaby over there for a second? So these are supposed to be grown men, right?
Your movement is already over. Everybody sees it. Everybody sees it.
Can you mute that?
That actually is for. So we're sharing the live stream. So that's Aphrodite super chat. Aphrodite, that's all you.
Aphrodite is a white cocksucker, faggot.
Oh my gosh. Low uncalled for.
He should be shot down in the street like a dog.
Oh my gosh.
Now Mooncakes, you see Chukwu Sludi said Afro only has an insecurity in black fragility. Mooncakes, you see this guy Linwood. he's an unhinged individual. What say you so far about what did you just witness here?
Just now, like the one who
Yeah.
said that.
Mm-hmm.
He's severely mentally unstable. Like I understand this is a heated conversation. You're gonna disagree.
Like South Africa,
Like,
you know, when they found out their traitors, they set them on fire.
oh my gosh. Like this is
Pour gasoline on.
like even based on everything Afrodamus has said,
Set
right?
him off.
It doesn't even warrant
Fire, bitch.
anything like this. It doesn't warrant anything like this. And this actually once
Cut
again
his-
speaks to the Black community. Why is it that we always lead with violence? What the fuck are we doing? It makes all of us look bad. Unfortunately, they group us all together. So when one Black person does it, guess what? It impacts the view of everybody else, but they don't give a fuck. They just want to sit there and be ignorant. And sorry, I'm going to say it, but like you're threatening to light him on fire because he said something that hurt your feelings or you didn't like. I don't know. Just fucking come back at him with facts. Why are you going to threaten the guy?
I really like
what he says.
Like chaotic truth, like chaotic truth.
He's kind of.
I mean, well, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Listen,
like chaotic truth, like Afrodamus, they both fuck each other in the ass.
Like, look,
you know what it really
Mooncake. Don't worry about what he's saying.
No, but
first of all, this oversized guy. Hold on.
True opinion.
Okay, let me respond to him. You don't have to. Here's the thing. The guy that's talking, trust me. If he comes face to face with me, that's the last thing that would come in his mind. I promise you that.
Who you talking about?
The
whatever,
idiot
motherfucker.
Right there. The idiot right there.
Your bitch keep melting.
Who lives?
Your bitch keep muting me.
Who probably
your bitch keep muting me.
The guy who probably lives with his mama.
With them dick sucking.
I mean, if you look at it, he's got a.
This nigga got them dick sucking.
He's got a
chaotic got them dick.
He's got a criminal mind, and you see why we say 13% commits 50% of the violent crimes. You're seeing it for yourself right here. Yesterday there was a silverback.
So what are you gonna do about it?
I'm not gonna do anything about it.
What are you gonna do about it?
Just show up on my app. You will find out what I'll do.
Respectfully, do you see how you use the 13% commits 50% of the crime, but you refuse to accept? But you refuse to.
You see the sample?
Hold on, let me land. Let me land, please. You refuse to use the same data that shows that 53% of exonerations are Black men. You use the data to support the trolling, but you won't use the data that supports the alternative thing like that.
Hold on. You as an Arab, why are you encouraging criminality? Why are you encouraging this behavior amongst? No, you're not. You are Arab. You are an Arab.
Tell me what I am.
You are an Arab. I'm looking at you.
I am what I
I'm looking at you.
You make you angry that I am what I am.
You are an Arab.
Make you angry?
No.
Amazing that you tell me what I am.
You are an Arab, sir.
My birth certificate and my passport for the USA.
It doesn't matter.
Either of those? Can you do either of those?
You are an Arab.
All he is a tether ass dick sucking cracker bitch.
A birth certificate from the United States.
You are an Arab. You are an Arab.
That's all I want to know.
Why is an Arab here? Why is an Arab encouraging?
Let me go ahead and shut this down real quick. Can you show me? Can you show me one of these? Can you show me one of these? Thank you. Can you show me one of these? You fucking tell me.
Chaotic truth sucks.
Mine's Canadian.
Fuck to chaotic truth, dick sucking.
Chaotic.
I got a non-American question in my
nigga quit the.
I look at what's happening, and a lot of it, Mooncakes, is fear. A guy like Linwood, he doesn't live around Black people at all. He's been on camera 1,000 times in his white community. Mm-hmm. He's never been around a Black population. He's never done anything for Blacks. Mm-hmm. He's a theoretical.
Okay, Pimpin'. Why do you have two though? But I see you. Okay, why do you have two though? You're on mute.
To prove to you that I've had it for so long that I even had to renew. When
Oh,
you see
okay.
the
Okay,
holes,
yeah,
when you
when
see the holes,
yes, the holes means
that
it's an
mean
older one. Yes, correct,
so what
correct.
does that tell you? So don't sit here and start yapping to somebody like me. I bring
Thank you.
facts.
Can you show
I
a birth
bring facts.
certificate? Can you show a birth certificate from the United States?
Oh, so now it's a birth
No,
certificate,
no,
sir.
I'm just saying. I'm asking.
Look,
I'm proud of you for your passport for getting citizenship. Can you
look,
show a
look,
birth certificate from the
look.
United States?
Here's the thing. Look, first of all, I have exposed you when you denied being an Arab, and finally, you admitted
CT, stop him. I've
to it.
denied being an
You
Arab, CT.
hold
I
on,
denied being half
hold
Arab.
on, hold
CT,
on.
that's not factual
You
though. That's
admitted to
not
it.
factual
So
though. He's
look,
making his
look.
own narrative saying that
No,
my father is
you're
of
Syrian.
Syrian descent.
Syrians are Arab.
I'm trying to
They,
as calmly as I can explain that my mother is an Arab and my father is a black Haitian. What is so hard to understand about this? He's making his own narrative. He's so upset about where he comes from that he needs to
how am
make
I
up
upset?
things about where
How
I
am I
come from.
upset?
He's so
How am I?
upset about and
Uh,
disgraced of where he comes from that he needs to make up where I come from.
I'm not upset,
Just
sir.
disgraceful,
I'm not upset.
tasteless fucking behavior.
People are
As
looking
the
at
white
us.
folks, you're
You
tacky.
see, you see,
You're tacky in your little Arab
you
hat.
see,
You're tacky in your little Moorish hat.
people are watching. They can tell who's upset. You know, we can see the facial expression at who's upset.
I think I'd be turning red because I'm white colored. So if I was upset,
let me speak, please, guys. Mooncakes, what you are seeing as a young lady, you are seeing men go into panic mode. The African doesn't make excuses when they come to the States.
Mm-hmm.
The Indian doesn't make excuses when they come to the States. Other groups of people come here, and don't bring him up. He has to pay that no camp fee. Don't bring him up. Linwood is a guy that has benefited off of the victim mindset culture in this country. You're seeing a decrease or a decline in this culture now. You can't be too much of a victim now when third world people come over here and they make no excuse. They work hard. They work 3 and 4 jobs. They stay 20 in the house, and they benefit off of the very same system, the very same country that you supposedly have been here for 400 years, that you can't get it together, but they can get it together in a half of a generation. Not even just the half of a generation. They can just get it together. Juan says, Kev, motherfucker, this is your fault. So Linwood is looking at a guy like,
CT,
do I
one
look
right
at 23.99? Wow, do I look at you? Says,
Can I read it? Can I read it?
Oh, go ahead.
CT, drop that Allah Akbar disrespecting the great African professor. Can you send him back to the sand, please?
I'll bring you back in 25 minutes.
Thank
Goddamn.
you.
Yeah. So when you see a guy like Linwood, he's very dangerous, but he has no true power. Right now, he's in the white man's establishment. He'll tell you that there's white supremacy, but right now, he's not even in a black establishment.
Mm-hmm.
All of these narratives are beginning to collapse right in front of their eyes. A lot of people are going to start calling these people out. Like you guys did a great job with Afro Nerd. They're losing their collective shit. That's where all this violent talk is coming from.
Yep.
Mooncakes, ask Linwood, what black organizations are you a part of? Give me the black church that you've gone to and handed out soup to the black homeless community. He's never done that. He's a theoretical nigga, just like Afro Nerd. And you guys are calling, is Zach doing his own show or something? Okay, he must be doing his own show. And you guys are starting to call these people out. They can't use the woe is me narrative anymore. They can't do it anymore. And I think that's what's really bothering a lot of people. It's going to get really mean, man. it's gonna get really mean for a person like a Linwood or an Afro nerd. Hang tight for me, guys. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Oh.
Thank you, Duale, for dropping that Arab guy. I mean, you've seen a pattern here, Chaotic. Why would an Arab guy come here to encourage, black dysfunction?
Hold on, Kev started with the $2 for Africa, and then I got another super chat. The Stranger 9 with the €5. The exonerations are less than 100 a year. Compare that to the hundreds of thousands of convicted felons from Blackistan. That's what Afrodamus was talking about. Go ahead, guys.
Yeah,
I did.
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I did just want to say that I noticed this, and people, it's funny. JP said I wasn't black, which I am a black woman, obviously, and it's people who don't usually fit the standards of being black who I think want more issues in the black community. Because if you're like an actual black person, it's kind of what they did in the 90s, where a lot of those black leaders came together, or black people in the neighborhood literally said, hey, there's too much crime, there's too much drugs, something needs to be done. We can't have this. We need police over here. And if you say it today that, hey, there's issues in the black community, we need policing, we need mental health services, we need re-education, we need something in the community, I notice that it's like white liberals and other people who don't want that. And they don't understand that things have to change. It's like they want the dysfunction within the community. And if we call it out and say, no, we can't have this, we're coons or Uncle Toms. And it's like, no, we want better for our people. Let's be honest. Yes, there was slavery, and slavery was really bad. But, I mean, the Jews came together after World War II. At some point, I think black people have to come together and say, okay, well, we have to do better and work within our communities. If you want your community to do better, like Chaotic said, go to the black church, go to the black grocery store, start black
But we
businesses.
grew up in the black church, huh? We grew up in the black church, babe.
Are
We
you
grew up in
supporting black businesses?
That's our own, that's our culture.
Let's get American Man in real quick. You didn't grow up in no black church, Linwood.
Yeah,
Stop it. Go ahead, American Man.
Actually, I did. I actually did grow up in a black church. I did. No, I did. Seriously.
What's the name of the church?
New Fork Baptist Church. Look it up. New Fork Baptist Church.
Go ahead.
But to respond to that, please, if I can.
American Millennial about the super chat. She is way too logical to be a liberal. Come on, Moon.
I am a liberal.
But once again, the liberal in the sense of Canadian. But let me respond to that, please.
Wait, hold on, Linwood.
Right quick,
Linwood, you're done.
I gotta go back to work.
You're done, Linwood. Linwood, you're finished, buddy. Thank you. Have a good day at work, buddy. Have a good day at work.
You suck dick for $2.
Let me ask. Okay, Linwood. Sure. So let me ask the young lady, right? If you know white liberals do not want you, and Aphrodite, I'm getting to you. I like you. Your show is great, but all hell Black America. If you know that white liberals don't want Black people to do better, why would you vote with them?
I try not to. So, for example, I'm Canadian.
Isn't that sort of voting with it? Isn't that sort of voting for your own destruction?
No, so luckily for our system, we have basically like a 4-party system that's pretty big. We have something called NDP, the New Democratic Party. This time, Mark Carney, who falls more within my fiscal conservative views, is a great leader. He's a former economist, so he was a great vote. If he would have been conservative, if he would have been NDP, I still would have voted for him.
Hey, Bob, thank you so much for the cash app, man. I received a salute to you, man. I really appreciate that, buddy. Go ahead,
in America, if I'm being honest, the Democratic Party and the Republican Party are not good for the average Black American, no matter what it is. Do you think Black Democrats, Democrats actually give a fuck about like what's happening in these Black communities? No, of course not. They just want the vote. That's it's easy to see.
I would beg to differ about the Republican Party. See, the problem that a lot of you Blacks have is that a lot of you Blacks want someone to do something for you. You're in America. Get up and go do for yourself. Stop trying to be a separate group that's getting things done for them because they do things for foreigners, because they send Aphrodite Red Cross rice. Like, no. Just get up and do for yourself as Black Americans. Stop looking for, I need this party to represent this. If you're an American, they represent you. That's it. Now, Aphrodamus, buddy. What's going on with you? CT's doing a show saying you cooked Afro Nerd. You're making me have to agree with Afro Nerd, and I never want to agree with that guy. Based on me being an American and a black American. What's going on with you, Aphrodamus?
What's your question? I'm doing great.
I can tell you got the white man suit on. You're looking good in the white man suit.
Thank you.
So listen, right? I just came up here to let it be known that all hail the black Americans.
You dumbass.
I mean that's
well, hold on.
great.
Of course I vote and pay taxes.
Look.
Yes. I'm sure my weekly taxes is your weekly paycheck, Linwood. What the hell are you talking about? Go finish stacking buckets at Home Depot, bro. What are you talking about, Linwood?
You just said, sir, that both parties represent you because you're American.
Nigga, I don't want to hear you, man. I don't want to hear you, Linwood. You come up here unhinged, threatening people. We all know you're a Democrat slob. We got it, bro. Go ahead, Linwood. Linwood, please. And the next time, Linwood. Okay, Linwood.
Okay,
what, Linwood? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. Come on. Oh my God.
FBA. Hopping on Tariq and Sheets again. What's next? What's the next thing you're gonna do?
The cards need to return from the parking lot.
Oh my God, the collards. I cannot stand collards. Oh, I can't stand you collards. Linwood, you make me racist. Linwood, you make me racist.
You can't be racist.
You make me racist, Linwood.
You can't be.
I can be.
You can't be racist. No, you cannot. You're not even white. So sit down and shut up, please.
Linwood, that's how much you worship the white man. You think that all things belong to him. You think racism belongs to him. You think working hard belongs to him. That's the reason why you sit up as a grown man talking about whites are so supreme to me. Nigga, ain't no white supreme to me. Man, shut your mouth, man. You little boy, stop talking to me, man. Stop talking to me, you little boy.
Well, come do something about it, fat. Do something about it.
No, thank you. I don't associate with violent black people.
Linwood, you can't call anyone fat. You're about to call American man fat, and you can't call no one fat, sir. The only thing you work on is them titties. That's it.
Can I ask a question real quick? Mooncakes, Aphrodamus, since you guys are really curb stomping these like Linwood and Afro Nerd types, are they in fear that the New World Order, the Nigerians, the Indians, other groups of people, they don't have a concept of affirmative action, or they don't have these these programs that help a Negro out programs or sympathy. It's just about hard work, or you just are they really in fear because of this? Do you think that's what it really boils down to?
Chaotic, what you're referencing is sink or swim. One or the other. It's binary.
I think honestly, yes. Like I said before, I said this yesterday. I think they're afraid of being left behind, and I think that if they see,
you have people that disagree.
If they see people who kind of look
it's
like
fun when
them,
people that actually agree with you
come in and exceed and take high level jobs specifically, it's like, oh shit, if they can do it, then I'm expected to now to be able to do it. And if I can't do it, I'm going to be looked out.
And how do you do it?
What do you mean? How do you do it?
Because I feel like a lot like an Afro Nerd or a Linwood.
You're talking to a pimp. You're talking to a pimp.
They had the safety net of white society for a very long time, you know. But I feel like those systems they're slowly collapsing, and I feel like they're losing it, you know. Yeah. Like what justified Linwood in saying that I should be burnt alive? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Go ahead, guys.
Because
CT, hold on. Linwood is generally scared of of his welfare going away because we know he's not productive. Afro Nerd is of the cosplaying black class who makes his living.
What does that mean, sir? What does that mean?
Afro Nerd, Afro Nerd is of the cosplaying black class who make their living selling blacks oppression. So Linwood and Afro Nerd is in two different. Yes, you can.
So wait a
go
minute,
look in the mirror.
Where can I go find it? Where can I go buy some?
In the mirror.
How much is it?
In the mirror.
$100, $200, $200.
In the mirror, right? So he's selling black oppression. This guy, Linwood is generally scared of like the welfare system going away because he can't be productive in the real world.
Wait a minute, stop. This is actually.
Oh my God! Will you get your fucking spit kid out the road?
It's very easy.
Jesus Christ!
Well, it's very easy. Well, once again, it's very easy to sit on a panel with a bunch of low-life, wannabe productive black people that are nothing more than anti-black, self-hating Negroes that get everything.
Can you show us right now how pro-black you are? Are you giving your dollar right now at this very moment
or
to a black
productive?
To a black
I just like to
business?
see him be productive.
I mean, what are you doing right now that's pro-black? Go ahead, buddy.
I didn't say anything about being pro-black.
Then how are you?
About being pro-black? What I'm saying is, it's easy for people.
Hold on for a second. Hold on. You just said that we were anti-black, so I'm assuming you were pro-black. Well, what are you doing that's pro-black currently? What are you doing, sir?
Well, if you want to say pro-black, I'm not down talking black people on platforms and getting basically petty wages for it.
Who is
down talking black people? Is like you're platforming this anti-black.
Okay. Who is down talking black people?
Your boyfriend to the third to the right. Your boyfriend there. I call him your boyfriend because y'all typically fuck each other mentally, not physically.
Okay,
but it's easy to get on a platform. It's easy to get. I am being adult here. I'm being adult here. It's easy to sit here on a panel and have people that agree with you and agree with your own views. But it's never easy to actually bring up actual facts. These are all based on opinion.
So it's not facts that Nigerians and other West Africans are coming over here and they're getting into the stems. How is that an anti-black statement that he's been saying for the past 2 or 3 days? How is that anti-black?
That's not anti-black. It's just what's being said about black people in the United States, or like this clown over here who actually hates his own race. So who hates actually being black first. He hates his blackness. It's all internalized white supremacy. Let's just be real about it.
Hates being black.
Of course he does.
So
and a lot of us.
6 months ago, unless he an elaborate Hollywood set, he was in a black nation at a home built by blacks. All the neighbors I saw were black. I'm pretty sure he was giving his money to a black economy. I'm sorry, bro. Like, what are you doing that's so different from him? Because from what I saw, he was in a black country.
Well, chaotic. It's easy to check people out.
Where are you at right now at this very moment?
Are you in
a white restaurant right now, sir?
What black country is he talking about? What black country are you talking about?
He was in Gambia, sir. He was in a black country.
Okay, Gambia. Okay, black country. Because you're in a so-called black country doesn't mean that you carry the mentality of that black country. You can also have
let me get this
internalized.
Straight. Let me get this straight. Here goes a man that went back to stay in his homeland for a couple of months. He's contributing to his black economy. I would assume that maybe once he went to a hospital or some sort of health facility for whatever reason with black doctors or black nurses. The restaurants are black owned, so it's just a black place. He's in a black system, but he internally hates himself. But you love yourself, but you're in the white man's restaurant in a white community right now.
Let me explain it. Let me explain it.
Hold on for a second.
I know what you're trying to do. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to set up a narrative to make yourself more than what you really are. You're nothing but a little boy. You're nothing but a little boy.
Okay, whether I'm a little boy or not, and for some reason that was pretty funny. Where are you at right now at this very moment, Linwood? Where are you at exactly right now?
I'm at work.
No.
Something your ass should be. Something your ass should be.
No.
Because this YouTube thing is.
No. Where are you exactly at currently? Are you in a Jamaican-owned restaurant, a Nigerian-owned restaurant? Hell, are you in a Black-owned restaurant? Are they selling soul food there? Where are you at? Oh, he dropped off.
No, I'm at work. I'm legitimately at work.
Okay. So, are you working for yourself, a Black man or a Black woman, or are you working for a white corporation, sir? Because if you're working for a white corporation, aren't you continuing white supremacy, the very same thing that you're talking about? Why aren't you working for
He's working for diabetes.
Why aren't you working for a Black?
And you're working for the meth pipe and the molestation of your daughter. Now back to the conversation at hand. Now, on a serious note.
No, Linwood, I'm being serious with you right now. You just said that we were anti-Black. Okay. What are you doing in your life currently? Not theory, nigga. But what are you doing currently right now in practical application that supports an argument that you are more Black or pro-Black or you are not an anti-Black like me, Mooncakes, or Afro-Diamonds? What exactly the fuck are you doing right now?
He's fighting to keep his toes.
What the fuck are you doing right now?
Being pro-Black.
No. Forget the pro-Black. You just said that we were anti-Black. What are you doing not to be anti-Black at this very moment? Forget this theory bullshit.
Okay,
what are you
I'll
doing
give you that.
now?
I'll give you that. What I'm doing now is not down talking Black people.
But you're giving the white man all your money right now, right?
I don't look at Black people.
Aren't you
as
giving the white supremacists your money right now, sir? You say
and
this
you
all
do
the time.
too. Well, all of us are. We're in a global. I mean, listen, I'm not going to keep talking to you. You're not going to get serious.
Corporate food structure your money right now.
No, I'm actually at work. I am legitimately at work at Lowe's. I'm at work.
It's funny. He said you're not working, but he's calling into your job. He doesn't see you you're making money. You are entertaining him, keeping him company. Nobody will talk to him at his job.
Well,
that's why he's here calling over here.
Actually, people talk to me all the time. People talk to me at work all the time. It's better than having constructive conversations with basically phony people who claim they have money, who claim they're successful, who claim they got these big things. As my mom would say, big ideas, all biggity. But you really see them in real life, they're no different. They're just acting like they're better than you because they don't work for a white person. Come on, it's ridiculous. All of us work in the system. I don't care if you're in Africa or Asia or whatever.
Afro-Diamonds, when you were in Gambia, were you a part of the white supremacist system there? I've never been to Gambia.
No.
When you were in Gambia, sir, how many white people did you see? Maybe.
I mean, there are
tourists.
There's several there, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's white people that live there. But you see, the thing is, why you're asking Linwood this? We are not saying we have problems with white people or saying we invented all these things on our own. I mean, if you're saying
I never said that either. I don't buy that stuff.
Hold on, but you're against white people. You're against white people.
Goddamn, Cam, you got you got like 6 more minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, the reason why you're being asked is because you and the other blacks make this statement saying you hate whites and you don't like white people, but
wait a minute, you never made that statement.
Hold on, it's white people.
You never made that statement, sir.
Hold on, you can't
never
survive.
Made that statement.
Okay, fine, but you can't survive without white people. That's the point we're trying to make over here. Like for me, I'm not saying, oh no, I'm against white people, but most of you are saying this, so it doesn't match your actions. That's why you are being asked all these questions. That's all.
Okay, most black conservatives are like yourselves are attempting to try to equate that you're more so-called blacker than me. or any other black person who calls out the systemic issues in this country that were not created by black people,
So here we
but
go.
created
Here
by
we go.
government. Be created by the government.
So does the government own you?
Let's go further here. Let's go
Does the
further.
government does
Okay?
the government own you, sir?
Government created the problems that our black people are dealing
Does
with
the
to this very day.
does the
The
government
government
own
doesn't
you?
own. I am the government. We're all the government.
Okay,
We're the people.
we'll
We pay
allow
taxes
Savage to
into the
speak.
government.
Okay,
What are
we'll
you
allow.
So then
talking
if you're
about?
the government, then you created the problem, black man.
No, I did not. Because the people,
You just said
mind you,
we're
I
all the
wasn't,
government.
mind you, I wasn't allowed to vote.
You just
Remember,
said we're all the
I
government,
was not allowed to
sir.
vote. I
You
was not
just
allowed
said
to
we were all the
vote.
government.
Yes, we're
Just
all
like
the
you
government.
were making that sugar problem for you, you also voted for the
And
same
and
problems
just
you
like
have now.
and you voted for a molestation of your children and the drug peddle. I'm paying for that too.
Mooncakes, you've been listening to this guy for about 20, 25 minutes. What do you have anything else to diagnose him with at this point?
Man, it's difficult because Linwood, it's like there's some points that he makes where I'm like, okay, that's fair, right? If you want to talk about systemic racism and how it still affects black people today, there's a conversation to be had about that, genuinely. But then he takes it so far as to where it's just like he gets so angry and riled up if you just have a little bit of a disagreement about what can change within the community. And so it makes it difficult to even empathize with him or say, like,
Black
okay,
people don't have communities. We have survival units. That's a big difference.
no, okay, then that's a problem. There should be community. Like, and then that in itself is a problem that black people need to fix. There should be a community. And also, black people do have communities, no matter what you want to call it. Maybe they're not always great, but they have communities. And if you start to fix the communities, and I don't even know if Linwood.
Actually, you're in Canada. You're in Canada. So let me ask you this question. Seriously, you're in Canada. You're in Canada. So that not that many black people in Canada. So you don't have the same.
Toronto. No, there's a
You
lot
don't
of black
say
people in Toronto.
maybe in Toronto in the Ontario province. That's about it. But you're talking about I probably can come to your nation. You know what? I'll use a sports analogy. Black players that played quarterback could not play in the NFL because they were black. So they had to come up there to your country to play in the CFL. The CFL gave Chuck Ely more freedom than the NFL gave Joe Gilliam. That is what we deal with down south. Yes, have things gotten better? Somewhat. I would say somewhat, but we're not really where we're not really
You went
politically,
from
socioeconomically.
the size of a whale, bro. Things are pretty good for you.
Here's my thing.
And you went from being a child molester.
I think you guys are conflating constructive criticism with actual hate. So you guys are trying to make it look like, hey, this is constructive criticism.
After the fact record with the 2 Super Chat, Linwood reminds me of the Montreal. Thank you so much.
So
well, sir. Here's the thing. I want to push back. I'm actually not push back on you. But I actually want to say this. They don't want to hear it. So the bottom line is they don't want to hear it because they have set up a situation psychologically that everything is fine, everything is okay. Well, they're starting to get their Negro wake up calls now, as you can clearly see. You notice the host here. He used to be MAGA all the way. Now he's FBA. He's hopping on Tariq Nasheed's dick. What's next year?
When are you going to get the sugar wake up call and lose some weight, fatty?
And when are you going to stop molesting your little girl and giving her methamphetamine?
So again, sir, when are you?
When are you going to stop doing that?
See, when are you going to stop doing that? Bra for them titties.
Damn.
You see, goddamn, for me, I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. You see what's going on here, goddamn Cam. You got a mentally unhinged man. He refuses to build for himself. He says that white supremacy exists, yet he won't go live in an African country or a South American country like Guyana or Brazil where there's nothing but blacks.
Suriname.
He also loves white girls so much.
He's very
Little
evil.
Debbie's 3 times a day.
He loves white women. And now he's seeing a population of
Old
blacks.
white women too.
Now he's seeing a population of blacks, the Aphrodite types, the mooncake types. They don't have these same Negro spiritual hymns and songs. Man, this country, man, I'm telling you, the Afro nerds in Linwoods are about to go insane. This man wants to keep a system going that doesn't even really exist. If it existed, he wouldn't live in that community where he's living. He wouldn't be working at Lowe's if he really believed white supremacy existed, or if it did exist. This man is losing his marbles. Him and Afro Nerd. They're trying to sell a product. Goddamn, Cam, you seem very smart. You know what are you familiar with a fire sale?
No. A fire sale or a fire sale? Yes.
Fire sale. Like, so it's basically you're selling
sales, yes.
Yeah. Racism is at a fire sale now. I see it, bro. You can't really blame Jim Crow for your problems anymore, man. And I look at a guy like Linwood, man, he really wants white supremacy. He's never experienced white supremacy, but he really wants it to be the reason why he's at a certain place in life. And this is where I was coming from. So when you were saying, well, why does the African need to do this? That's a good question. But when the African comes here and he sees a person like a Linwood, and a person like a Linwood is trying to convince an Afrodamus that he's oppressed and he thinks that the Afrodamus is better, you're gonna get this reaction all the time, man. I feel sorry for this guy Linwood, man.
I didn't like a lot of what some of the harsh things that Linwood was saying, and I don't agree with Savage a lot of the times, but I don't think people should be bringing people's children into the conversation.
Yeah, because he wants Savage to call him a nigger, which if I were Savage, I would call him a nigger. He wants him to call him a nigger, so he's baiting him. See, I'm black. I know these little tactics of baiting him. I'm baiting Zach. I want Zach to call me the N-word so bad. He wants him to call him a nigger so that he can go back and say, "Got him. I knew that they were racist." That's all what Linwood is doing. You know, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Linwood. That's what you're doing, buddy.
Nigga, please.
Yeah.
He don't have to call me a nigga. He does that behind the scenes.
Yeah,
so
he might do that.
Don't give me that bullshit, nigga. I know you trying to sell tickets. I know you trying to feed your wife and you're trying to go on a vacation by grifting off anger. I get it. I know it's a money bag, but if I cut Savage's
Linwood.
Hold on, Chaotic. He did make a good point. This is money. You don't do this. That's one thing I can get. You're not trying to fuck with
why do you
business.
people have a problem with
But hold
making
on,
money?
Afrodamus, I don't have a problem with him making money. You didn't let me finish. I'm saying that if he would have.
Let me talk.
Can I speak since he threatened to cut my daughter's throat?
Hold on. I had muted him, so we don't exactly know what he was going to say.
We know.
Goddamn, Cam. Elon Musk is worth about $70 billion. If I get some $20 cash apps or super chats, come on, man. In the grand scheme of things, man, what does it matter, man?
I'm not hating on.
What does it matter if I get
I'm not
$10
hating on that though,
super
CT.
chat,
I'm
man?
saying that sometimes that you make it. I feel like you're being very inauthentic when you make it sound like you're trying to help the black community when you know that it's a grift. And what I mean by that is, this is big money. Controversy sells. I dig it. It is what it is. But don't go under the guise. Don't go under the guise or play up under the guise that this is for the betterment of the black community. I think that's why I have trouble.
Goddamn, Cam, I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, and a lot of my topics have been it's a variation, it's a variety show. The thing is that the topic of race when it comes to black people is touchy for certain blacks like a Linwood or an Afro nerd. To blacks like me or mooncakes, you ain't talking to me when you. If somebody did a show saying, "Fuck all short guys," I don't give a fuck. I have so much high self-esteem. I don't give a shit if you talk about short guys. I don't give a fuck because I know how to matriculate in life being a short guy. You know. You know, when you're 5'2", like myself, you develop certain skills. So when people talk about, I'm not really 5'2",
respectfully, you got to be like 5'4".
No, I'm trying to 5'2". But what I'm saying is that a guy like a Linwood, man, it's better that he comes to a place like this than end up in the penitentiary, because eventually he's gonna have a crash out. If this was the 1990s, he would have a crash out because there would be no outlet for him. He's a guy who's upset with life, and he blames anything about his life on white supremacy. That doesn't even affect him. Same thing with Afro Nerd.
I know my people. I don't want to say that about Afro. I think Afro be coming up with some good points. I think that when you get commentary like myself for Afro, it is because it's a backlash of what we perceive to be other cultures judging when they have no place to judge. You understand what I'm saying? Is the backlash always warranted? No.
Gary with the $5 Canadian. Of course, outsiders are better. They did the best under the rule of the other. They cannot lead anything. They can only, excuse me. They can only cause chaos wherever they go. And then let me read this other super chat real quick. Nana with the $10 super chat. Linwood needs to get with successful Africans to get out of that struggle of a jab. Before Savage gets in, there was a beautiful white lady that died a few weeks ago. Her name was, she was an older lady. She worked, I don't know why her damn name escapes me. What's her name again? Jesus Christ. Jane Goodall. Are you familiar with Jane Goodall?
Yeah.
No.
Jane Goodall was a beautiful white woman. In another lifetime, she probably could have been a model. Like, that's how pretty she was when she was younger. She died at the age of 99 or some shit. Damn. For 70 years, dear brother, she studied the chimpanzee, the bonobo, and the gorilla in Congo. Somebody may ask, well, why is this white bitch in Congo? Why don't she stay her ass in Europe? The white man has always, and this is what impresses me about crackers, these people will study every goddamn thing on the planet. Hey, this is a such and such rock, and they'll study it for 30 years. They'll be an expert at that rock.
Cool.
But the moment niggas start studying stuff, people want to why y'all always paying attention to stuff? Why is it a problem if Mooncake studies Black Americans? The white man, he wrote all types of books. He studied niggas. I went to college with whites. Oh, I'm gonna white chick. I'm gonna get my PhD in education and work with Black youth and try to figure out. They always trying to figure shit out. But why is it a problem when Blacks do it? Whites can go, hey, Dad, can you pay for me to go to Madagascar and study the migratory patterns of pigs? Oh yeah, honey, here you go. You know.
All right, let me ask you this though.
I'm gonna wrap
up.
But when niggas do it, it's always a problem. I don't have a problem with Afro-Diamonds wanting to study Black Americans, because I didn't have a problem with David Attenborough and his white ass all up in Africa. You know David Attenborough. He's the voice on the National Geographic shit. The migratory pattern of the zebra. You know, I'm like, why is this white man all in Africa? So if we're not gonna have a problem when white people do it,
that's where he's from.
No, sir. David Attenborough's from the United Kingdom, sir. No, he's not from the savannas of Africa. Sorry, sir.
His ancestors are from there.
So when I look at a Mooncakes, yeah, she's a liberal. She's a Canadian. But I don't mind if she wants to study the migratory patterns of Shaniqua. Why not? She's smart enough to do it. So that's what justifies us in studying the FBA.
But if you're saying that you're trying to help them to realize a problem that you so-called perceive,
Hold on for a
Like
second.
we'll
He
use
says, "Why are
Jane.
you lying, TT? You shorter than Gary Coleman." Rest in peace, Gary Coleman. FBA Young Lion says, Africa's focus more on us than building their mud hut village." Well, go ahead,
That's what I'm
sir.
saying. If you let's take Jane Goodall for example. Do you think that she was getting them chimpanzees riled up? Do you think she was purposefully going in there and trying to rile them up to study their behavior? That's
Well,
exactly what's going on here.
we're
You're
not. I'm
making
not,
the worst of people come out when you continually do
sir.
stuff
I
like
can't help if people get emotionally charged by certain things that we say. My resume proves.
This is just
Give me a
entertainment for
second,
money.
Dante. Hold on. Give me a second, sir. My resume proves that I'm an expert on what I'm talking about. Goddamn Cam. I did a show one time on the littering patterns in a black community. I got a lot of backlash for it. I said one of the problems is litter. Give me a second, Dante. Give me a second. And I said this goes along with the broken windows theory. A theory that these whites they came up with in the 70s. You know, if the window is broken in a community, it leads to this, that, and the other, right? So the white man came up with broken windows theory. So I said, well, littering. I said, if you litter, it leads to other type of disorder. To me, that's not triggering people. That's just me pointing something out because I've been around it. So that's what we do. There should be a statue of me somewhere because I am the greatest black on the planet when it comes to this type of stuff. I'm just gonna call it like I see it, bro. But anyway, go ahead. After Savage.
Read the super chat. Can you read the super chat real quick? CT, read the super chat real quick. Or can I read it?
I'll read the super chat. CT, don't forget, you also did a study in regards to Black people and not following like traffic rules, the amount of traffic violations. But I digress. FBA Young Lion, $1.99. Does Goddamn Cam have a channel?
FBA Young Lion, I do not, but I was reading through super chats yesterday. I didn't get to see them while I was up here, I guess because I was so focused on the screen. But I went and reviewed the video and I seen something that you had sent. I don't know who you work for, brother, but you hit that shit on the fucking nose. I don't know if we know each other or not, but yes, to a lot of things you said yesterday. That's crazy that you know that. Respect to you.
Go ahead, Savage. Go ahead, sir.
All right. Now that you've been dragging your point for 45 minutes.
Yes.
So Cam, so you said that he's grifting to make money. Unfortunately, CT is not driving around in a Rolls Royce. All right.
I'm not.
But people who grift on the black man empowerment are driving around in Rolls Royces.
They are.
That's true, Savage. That's true.
CT did not talk about being pro-black and he blackety black for the black boys and then never built a school. CT is demonetized multiple times for this.
I was.
So if you're going to make an argument that he's grifting, then it can't be a financial grift because he doesn't get the money from all the sweet
he's not very good at it.
that the
Thank you so much, Bill.
that the pro blacks are getting.
No, you're good. That's the reality.
Second, you remember that you remember that guy that got out of prison that warred with Tommy Sotomayor a few years ago, young Pharaoh, and how he was black women or queens and talking about the white man, and then he got a bunch of money and then he turned his back on the black women or queens. He turned his back on the pro-black stuff.
Let me read that super chat. I know that man. If he knows me as that name, I know that man. He must know me for real. What's up, brother? How you doing? Not you. Go ahead. Continue. I must know him. He's got to know me for real. Go ahead, Savage.
All right. Also, the reason that Linwood works at Lowe's is because he's not qualified to work anywhere else. He has no skills. He has nothing that he can do. He's 40-something and overweight. That's why he hates life and is miserable. And it's easily triggered by things that people say.
And he has 4 eyebrows.
CT is the same person on screen that he is off screen.
I am.
And unfortunately, Afro Nerd comes up here and he's just upset all the time. It doesn't matter what you say, he's upset. All the time he's upset. He wants to be a victim all the time.
Yeah.
When do you have kids, Cam?
Yes, I got 6 kids.
Holy cow.
Do you ever scold your children
Yes,
when they're doing something wrong?
that's correct.
Does that upset them?
Yes, it does.
Does that deter you from telling them the truth that they can't do something or they're wrong?
No.
Okay. So, unfortunately,
And you drop that in the private chat, what I just dropped in the regular chat, because I can't do it for some reason from what I'm on. So he asked for my email or whatever. Can you drop that?
You mean put it in you put it in a public chat? You mean?
Yeah, I put my email in the private chat. You can put that in the public chat if you'd like.
So
go ahead. I'm sorry, Savage. I'm very apologetic, brother.
That's all right. So unfortunately, CT sees that the black community is doing something wrong, and he's giving them correction. Right?
Agreed.
So if they get upset, should he stop? Should he stop doing that? Let's say hypothetically, a bunch of black children can't read or do math. All right. And CT comes out here and starts criticizing black people for their children not being able to read or write. Is he a bad person because he's chastising people whose kids can't read? Should he not do that? Should he tell them that they're doing the best they can and they can't read because of white supremacy and slavery and their uncle getting whipped in 1854? Or should he address the issue of, hey, these kids can't read and these kids can't write?
Yeah, but when you're harping on that, like if we took a collection of CT shows, Savage, if we took a collection of CT shows, let's just be honest, 90%.
Why don't you do reviews on them then?
I respectfully, I couldn't belittle myself enough to even hate on you, even if I disagree.
No. You wouldn't be hating. You would just be doing reviews to prove your point. But let me say this to you, sir.
Well,
go ahead, Savage. Go ahead.
Cam. So, unfortunately, most of CT's videos you cannot see on YouTube because he keeps getting demonetized and getting strikes. So I already know that you can't go through the catalog and come up with the ratio of what his actual streams are, for one. For two, I've been around since like 2019, before he was the Chaotic Truth. I've been around for a long, long time. Unfortunately, if CT made a stream tomorrow about why is a white professor in the park screwing his dog, do you know what you're not going to see?
Tell me.
Linwood's not going to be up here.
No.
Afro Nerd's not going to be up here. When he makes videos about why are all these Arabian women acting like hoochies and shows videos, do you know who doesn't show up?
Hey, you shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Afro Nerd, Linwood, they don't show up. If he makes a video about why Chinese people are eating dogs and sewer oil, do you know who doesn't show up?
Yeah.
Afro Nerd and Linwood.
CKJ would have fell out of Super Chat sabotage blacks because they didn't accept him in Garden Valley. He's a failed white. That's pretty funny. Go ahead, guys.
Wow.
Go ahead, Seth. Go ahead.
Well, CT, if I wasn't accepted in Garden Valley, I probably would have been shot.
Yeah, that's probably would have happened.
Yeah.
That works.
So, unfortunately, Cam, the problem that you have to understand is that anytime CT does anything that's not about black topics, for one, these people don't show up. They have nothing to say. When he gives them the floor for hours to talk about white people and to dog white people or Chinese people, anybody, they don't show up. But if he ends up coming up here, if he comes up here and he even hints He even hints about how chocolate pudding is not that good. That's not his favorite pudding. Linwood is up here in a heartbeat to tell you about how racist he is for not liking chocolate pudding, because that is an innuendo to black people, and how he thinks that is because of slavery. So you're really reaching here, bud.
And the pudding goes back to racism and white supremacy.
Yeah.
Okay,
Savage.
another super chat.
Those
We
words
don't
have to
want.
be said together.
We don't want to collab with these Africans, CT. It's not
I
about.
mean, you would have thought if she sent in $10, she would spell check that before she pressed send. But
No, she meant it that way. These awful, like they're awful people. Awful
weekend.
Well,
You know,
to be fair,
for
I don't
example,
understand
right?
to be fair,
Ebonics.
if you're doing super chats from your phone, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but like with the new Apple phone, it literally tries to autocorrect stuff all the time and change the text, the messages constantly.
Look,
And
CT,
I have a
just before,
question. Hold on, I got a
Afrikaners, please allow me. Since I thought this was Funny Hat Day, so I'm kind of following your lead there, Afrikaners.
I thought you had a dish rag.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure about this Cam guy. I mean, some of these abids who think there's some shit. I mean, first of all, Cam, you do realize that in Europe you would be considered Greek, Italian, or Spanish. I have no idea how you're talking about black experience. You are as black as I am, sir. I have no idea how you can even remotely talk about a black experience.
Would this not equate to?
I know Egyptians that look more African. Well, in fact, Egyptians are more African than you are.
Let me stop you right there. Would this not equate to Europeans acting or talking about American politics? So what's the difference? If I were cosplaying,
no, you're talking as a.
But let's just take your assumptions.
Sir, you're talking in the first place. As
Let
if
me
this
land
is
my
you
plane.
are a black African.
Let me land my plane, bro.
Let me land the plane.
That is the straightest black hair I've ever seen in my life.
Let me land the plane, sir.
I can't rebuttal what he's saying.
Let me land the plane. Hang tight. If anything, I am telling the FBAs what the Africans have in mind. You know they plan on conquering y'all. See, this is why I should be thanked. While you guys, Afro Nerd, Linwood, you guys are reading all these stupid ass pro-blackity black bullshit books. These fucking Africans, they're conquering. Oh, you're a cool CT. No, I'm pulling their coattail. You know these Africans, they're coming over here for the stems. They're coming over for these jobs. They're gonna conquer you. Goddamn Cam, if you really go back through my videos, you would see that I'm really a Trojan horse. And I'm really giving the FBAs the heads up. These Africans.
Let me address what he said, though, please.
No, I want you to. No. Let me finish what I'm saying, please.
Okay.
These Africans are not fucking around. They're building. Afrodamas, do they not have? Are the Africans not building their own cars now in Nigeria and Burkina?
Yes.
I believe that the sweatshops are going to be exported over to many of these African places, and then your cell phones should have been made in Africa. You saw what sweatshops did to China. It turned China into a super goddamn power. They started building because these people were making so much goddamn money. Linwood and them are talking about Harriet fucking Tubman. I'm trying to help these people, goddamn Cam. This is what makes me so benevolent. This is what makes me benign. This is what makes me Moses-like. Afrodamus isn't fucking around. I can look at him in his eyes. He wants to win. He wants to win. I just want these African Americans to be prepared. for these black Africans. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Look, something I want to quickly say before Cam comes in. I don't land planes unless they're in your Pentagon. So I just want you to
I'll be right back.
Easy.
Hold on 1 second.
CT, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, Cam, I got a question for you, right?
Can I say what I wanted to say? Please,
Hold on, let me read this
this.
before you go. Duwale with the 23.99 euro. Salute to you, Duwale. Thank you so much, man, for all the super chats today, man. CT, the only reason why an Arab is pro-black is to sell them loose cigarettes and alcohol, which they don't even drink. I am not even mad about that. But the audacity to come here and tell you are a grifter is not right. I know. He's sorry. He's all right. Hold on, he got a lot of super chats. FBA Young Lion with the $10 super chat. It's ironic to criticize FBAs while many African countries struggle with brain drain, low literacy rate. What are you talking about? Most Africans are multilingual and developmental challenges. Addressing those issues would be far more productive, Afrodamus. And then we got Sister Bethy with the $10 super chat. God damn, Cam, you belong with us. Baby, get away from these fleas. Betty, see, this is never mind. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
As I was saying, me commenting on what I'm commenting on, me being an authentic biracial person is much more authentic than a European commenting on American politics. You can classify me as what you want to classify me. I respect that, but I still am entitled to my opinion. I don't know what else to say about that. I do not want to be black. I am half black, but I'm very happy with my color. It's not like I'm trying to be something other than I am. I'm very happy with my color.
I'm very happy the way God. You should be eating feta cheese and olives in a salad.
I'm very happy with the way God made me.
You should be having tapas right now.
But Hafez, I feel very happy.
You're as black as a Roman gladius.
But I'm very happy that's how God
black
made me, and I'm blessed.
No, be happy. Be happy.
Whether he had made me dark, whether he had made me
you ain't black,
super white,
and I don't know why you're talking in the first person when you talk about.
But that doesn't take away from what I have.
If you were to serve me Tara Masalata, I would not question you. I would expect a nice plate of Tara Masalata with Tazatsky and some olive oil.
Okay, real quick, who's black in your family, if you don't mind me asking?
My father is a black Haitian, not a Syrian Haitian, as Afrodamus.
And if you don't mind me asking, was he a dark skinned Haitian?
No, honestly, he was like the color of what's the lady that was up here? He's about Moonlight's color. He's a brown skinned man.
Okay.
In the Greek world, we call you a Malaka.
And you
know that, Cam? Go
like
look
that?
up Malaka.
I did come out looking like
Cam,
that.
let me ask you this, right? Cam, if your skin color, what it looks like exactly, right? You move to a country, you find people there who look like you. And there's another group, they're telling you, this group, they hate people that look like you, your skin color. You're not safe. A smart, intelligent person, would you take the time and study this or not? Because think about it, your life is on the line, right? Would you study this? And then once you start studying this and you start gaining more and more knowledge and you realize, no, okay, in fact, this is not true. This is not true. And you being a good person, why wouldn't you put that information out there? Maybe, just maybe,
What are we comparing to, though, Afrodamus? What are you trying to make the compare? I'm trying to.
Okay, for example, I'm black, right? You can clearly see this. Okay, I came here. Other black people are constantly telling me that white people hate.
Do you want me to read it, please?
They hate black skin. They said,
the level of color.
Hold on, can I?
We gotta read the super chat.
Oh, go ahead.
Sister Bethy, the colorist, her generation, they're such damn colorists. Of course you would want him. God damn Cam, you are beautiful, brother, in all caps. They have fleas, which only attracts to fur.
Thank you, Sister Bethy.
Miss, question to ponder.
He's the black-skinned one.
Yeah, question Fonda. May I object a little bit? May I object a little bit of the way you read that message? Can I just 1 second? The way you read that message, my objection simply is that it was in all caps, so it should really be, God damn, Cam, you are beautiful, brother. They have fleas, which only attracts the to fur.
All right. So Cam, so the people, they're saying to me that, okay, white people don't like this skin color. They said they're racist, it's dangerous to you. To me, as a person, right? Catch my attention. Don't you think it was smart for me to study this and know for sure what it's all about? And then taking the time studying it as a cultural anthropologist, that's the information I'm putting out here to let other Africans know, and even some blacks who have bought into this, to let them know this is in fact not true. You know, did it happen in the past? Probably, right? But we're talking, I exist now. I exist right now. You know, I cannot go back in time and pretend like I know about slavery, you know, or whatever they're talking about. That's not a diss, but that's not my experience. And what they are saying, that's not what I have seen. That's not what my life have been. So when you say this and you point it out, they start calling you names. So to me, it's a cult. Why are you upset at somebody, you know, for disproving this? Like, why? What's the purpose?
FBA Young Lions with the $10 super chat. The average adult literacy rate for African Americans is in the U.S. is 88%. The average adult literacy rate in sub-Saharan Africa is approximately 70% as of 2024. FBA Young Line, that is absolutely incorrect, bro.
That is 1,000% incorrect. You know, I supplied the data. The average American CT, it's less than 54% who can read above a 6th grade level. That stat is from like 2018. Literacy rate has significantly dropped in the United States. Plus, CT, you have to remember, when it comes to literacy, there's functional literacy and actual literacy. Functional is literally just being able to get by. Like you can associate words to shape or words to like an object.
But Ponda, why do you always deflect like that now? He gave you a stat, and now you're deflecting the stat.
But you see, hold on.
Reading comprehension is lacking severely, and it's only gotten worse.
Hold on, let's be honest. This stat is fucking wrong. First of all,
it could be, but even if it was right, though, she's still gonna find a way to hop around it.
Okay. First of all, FBA Young Lion, let's cut to the bullshit. Most Africans are bilingual, trilingual. Let's cut to the fucking bullshit. Second off, you can hear the difference between an African when they learn English and people who've been in the States and know English. They speak far better English, in my opinion, in some places in Memphis, Baltimore. Let's just be completely honest about it. Let's be real about it. I don't know where these stats come from. I think a lot of this shit is just made up. But the most bilingual people on the planet, from what I've seen, are African people. I think they speak more French in Congo. Is it right? Or
yeah,
no?
In both of the Congos. Hey, City, can I thank this person for donating to my channel?
Oh yeah.
Hey, wealthy broke man, thank you for the $19 super chat. Thank you very much.
Go ahead, guys.
Sorry. One thing about the stats, which is ridiculous that no one even seems to have noticed. They are comparing the stats of an African American, which is about 13 to 16% of the United States population, to the whole of the sub-Saharan continent of Africa. Of course, these stats are vastly skewed.
Per capita.
It doesn't say anything about per capita.
Love per capita.
See, Cam, for example, right? If people are telling you something, and they said, this group, they're going to harm you. This is what they are telling you, right? And
have you been harmed by a Black American or Afrodonis? Have you been harmed?
Okay. Let me come. When it comes to what they are calling racism, derogatory terms, everything, I can tell you, I never got this from white people. It comes from them.
Because they say
100%.
when Hafez leaves here,
100. No,
leaves here, when probably Savage leaves here, you're just a nigger in their home, bro.
Hold on.
That's a fact.
But here's the thing. Maybe you are stuck in your head, right? For example, I'm someone who I don't have low self-esteem. You know, I'm not thinking about what other people are thinking about me. You see what I'm saying? So whatever these people, you know, you can think whatever you like, as long as you're not practicing that like putting it into action, we good. You know, but what they would say is, oh yeah, these people would think this behind you. I mean, if they say nigger, that means you're black. I mean, it makes no difference to me. But I'll tell you another thing. They usually, you know how they would put out these stats. They would, you know, like in the medical journal and stuff, like they would say, okay, black certain percentage are affected by this or the poverty. One time I had this debate with one of my professors, you know, and she's a white liberal woman. And I challenged it. You know what she said to me? She said, no, 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 no. This does not apply to you guys. This doesn't apply to you guys that are coming here. This only applies to the blacks that came from slavery. You see what I'm saying? This only apply to them, not to somebody like me. So that's how I understand. It's not about the skin color. You know, it's probably a lot of these things, they use it, you know, the blacks, they read it and they take it wholeheartedly. So for someone from my background, that's not how we operate. You know, we operate as human beings. I see a white person, I know, like, yeah, it's a white person, but for me it's good over evil. You know, a white person is good, a black person is good. That's what it all comes down to. But for us, white black person here in America, majority are very racist. I'm just keeping it 100. The only way they want you to connect with them is like they would say things about white people, sniggling, like hateful things. I'm not into that. Like, that's not how I was raised. I can think about people that way or say things about people. I find it very evil and disturbing, you know. And then I started seeing it's a lot of lies in it because they keep saying it's white people doing this. I've mostly lived around white people. I've worked with white people, and I can assure you, majority of white people are way nicer, much, much nicer, you know, and they would talk to you as a human being. A black
And so they
American.
shooting up the job one day.
No, a black
shooting up the
Hold
job
on,
one day.
hold on. Most black American, first of all, what they do is it's like, low IQ conversations. Oh, I bet you got a lion in Africa. Oh, booty scratches, that type of stuff. It's like, dude, I don't even know you. Why are you being disrespectful?
In Africa?
Like, I don't even know you, right? Why do you talk this way? So you look at this guy like he's a grown-up. So if you run into these people back to back, you're seeing this. Now you're beginning to see pattern recognition.
Hold on. Let me read this. FBA Young Line with a $10 super chat. Salute to you, man. It says, Hafiz, I agree. The African American versus African comparison makes no sense. They can't match stats on an ethnic to ethnic level. They switch to using an entire continent as a shield. It's just not a fair. I can't see the other part. It's not a fair comparison. Hang tight. Thank you so much, FBA Young Line. Hey, guys, let's get Petty in real quick. Go ahead, Petty. Go ahead, buddy. Let's get building. Go ahead, Petty.
Oh man, I was just here enjoying the conversation on all of these people that wasn't originally born here in America. Got so much to say about America. So I'm just slowly soaking in more and more and more poison before I spit the venom back out. That's all it is. That's all I'm doing. Just sitting here, just observing. Because
can I finish my sentence?
Oh yeah, hell,
So the point. Hold on. The point I'm making is, like what this guy is saying, they are generally like in denial. Like where I'm from, when you see
just like you are in denial,
when you see strangers, like complete strangers, right? I mean, I'm not gonna come up to them and disrespect them or assume anything or making silly little jokes. Like, I don't know these people. I don't know them, until you get to know the people, you interact, then you find out what it's all about. But, these
Afrodamus,
people.
has an African American attacked you here? Have you been attacked
Sir,
or assaulted?
I am not an easy target. People can make jokes, but I'm not the
I didn't
type
say
you
you
will
were. I
see.
didn't say
No,
you
no,
were.
no,
I'm not
no,
implying
no,
that.
He
I'm not
no.
asked,
I'm
implying
just,
that.
have
I'm
you
just.
ever been
Hold
hurt
on,
by
hold on.
a black
I,
person?
I, I
Yes
have,
or
I have,
no?
It was these
I have
females.
never. Hold on. I have
These
never been
females tricked
attacked.
you
Hold
out.
on, hold on,
You
hold
was
on. I
playing
have
with the
never.
females and you
Hold
got
on,
mad because
hold
you
on.
had a
I
dude
have
and
never
he was
been
a
attacked
YN.
by,
And now you
by,
want.
by,
I get
by
it.
either white, black, or anybody. Okay. If you see me in the street, trust me, attacking me that wouldn't be the thing
You
coming
might want to cross
coming
to the
coming
other
to your
side if
mind.
you see me in the
That's not
street.
that's not what
You
would come.
talking tough. You talking
But
tough, dude. You
no,
talking real tough. Man, you
so
ain't
my,
shit,
my
nigga.
my point is, right.
If you see
So
me in the
a
street,
lot
you better
more
cross.
people,
And
like
I'm
for
telling you.
example, like this guy is an older guy, right? Older guy, you would expect him to have some sense. But if you are not from this culture, you run into, people like him, they saying silly things like, "Oh, I bet you own lion." You start realizing, okay, these people don't know much about the world. They are, I don't know, they think the movies are real. They're not trying to hold real
Dude,
conversation.
Do you
That's
think
the
that's
point.
a hold
dude.
on, Linwood? Do you think that maybe that's an online assessment?
No, no,
Because
no, no. I'm talking about real
Yes,
life.
actually,
but hold on,
Real life.
no
that's
no
exactly what it
shot at
is.
the FBA, but
That's
like
exactly what it is.
generally when I'm around black people, I don't hear FBA talk. I hear
No,
a lot of FBA talk
Cam,
online,
hold on,
and that's
Cam.
not to
Hold on,
shit
let
on the
me tell
movement.
you
I'm
this.
just this is not something that's discussed
That's
at
true.
cookouts like
I
that.
agree. That's
Like
true.
this is
That's
something
true.
that I really find online. So
Hold
if
on,
you're
Cam.
basing your assessment on black
No, 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 no,
Americans
no,
by
no, no.
what you're finding online, that's unfair.
Cam, I'm not talking about online. I'm telling you, this is before the advent of the internet. Like, I've been living here even before the internet. Okay. I've worked as a corrections officer for 8 years. So the things I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about. I have
You're talking about from
interacted.
experience in a correction facility, but if
Hold
you
on,
going,
hold on, hold on.
but
I'm
like
telling
going
you,
to the
hold
grocery
on.
store, going
Let
to
me
the
finish.
cookout,
Hold
Let him
on,
you
talk.
hold
know,
on.
Let him
Let me
talk. The
talk.
more
Let me
he
talk.
talks, the more
So
he
a
repeats.
lot.
Let
For example, you
just
meet.
take notes,
Not
bro.
all, but majority, you are not gonna get a sensible conversation with them. That's just a fact. I don't know if it's just when they come around Africa, so it's hard to take them serious. This is why most people, they distance themselves, because it's like it's pattern recognition. You start seeing it over and over. So this is not only online, and even some of them, if you're talking to them, it's either sports or talking about women. It's nothing
Afrodamus, that's
important.
not the respect for that's
I
not.
just told you my experience and other Africans'
Okay. Let
experience.
me
I just
explain. Though
told
I
you.
don't believe that's factually correct that people distance themselves.
Hang tight for me, guys. I gotta take a quick break. My head. Hang tight for me, guys. Hang tight. No offense to nobody. I bring everybody back in like 1 minute. Hang tight for me. Hang tight.
If I was a black man, I'd be the finest motherfucking tap dancer God ever put on earth, because I'm dancing to the white man's tune. You better goddamn well believe it, because it's a fucking white country, and that's how you fucking get wealthy in this country. You dance to the fucking tune. Don't ever run from that shit. It's a big circular ass kiss, Jay. Nobody gets out of it. Tap dancing, in my opinion, is a nice way to put it. That's why I like Chenard creating that term. I'm the tap dancing this motherfucker has ever been when I go into a place of employment. I put on my shoes because I'm doing what the boss says you better damn well. If I like working there, I'm a tap dancing motherfucker. So that's why in the future, Jay, if somebody calls you a tap dancer, say everybody tap dances and nobody gets out.
Camera.
Hey, Bay. Willie.
Can you get on camera for me, Bessie?
Huh?
Can you get on camera real quick?
Oh, sure. I was talking to my baby. What's up?
Afrodamus.
Yeah.
What gives us the right to study distant star systems?
Wisdom, intelligence, interest.
Why do you think people are so offended?
They have something to hide.
That black,
It's like how the
like how
blacks.
dare you study another human population? Like now we can study star systems. Hey, you know this Alpha Centauri is 2.8 light years away, and blah blah blah. Why is it so offensive that we can't study each other as human beings? It's the weirdest thing to me. Go ahead, buddy.
City, you see, if I was doing like what the others are doing, like, telling them lies and, just promoting them, they would like that. See, when they were saying that America was racist, white people racist, I genuinely thought it was true, right? But that's why I took the time to study it, but I started seeing that, in fact, the blacks themselves are the worst people to be around in America. I'm just keeping it real. You cannot make money with them. It's dangerous being around them. Okay, I'm talking as a group. So the patterns I've explained here, I'm into making things happen. I cannot talk to grown men who are constantly, all they're interested in is women, sex and sports, entertainment. Okay, clothing. I don't have time for that. I like deep intellectual things, wisdom. I like to study things and people. That's what I'm into, right?
He said
So that's why.
he's been around the world. I mean, he said he's been here, but I've like literally been around the world. One thing I could tell you is that you could talk that shit, but everybody copies FBA culture. Like niggas in South America dress like. Don't block me though. Let me finish. Why can't never land? See,
because I'm hosting. I will let you do.
You're a coon, CT. You're a coon.
Okay.
You didn't even let me land.
No, let me, sir. It's my show, bro. You just said something very interesting. In Japan, right? Let's use Japan as a reference point, right? Do you mind that if I just pick Japan?
How could you know what I was gonna say if I didn't?
In Japan, are they speaking Ebonics or are they speaking Japanese?
You got so triggered you didn't let me finish.
You said that they're copying black culture. Where?
Let me finish, CT. You got so triggered by that statement that you immediately had to rebuttal without me finishing. That's crazy.
You did to him wrong, CT. You ain't let him
They
finish.
speaking Ebonese. It's ghetto.
Everywhere that I have been,
see the dude
everywhere that I have been, they have copied black culture. They want to look like black Americans here. Maybe not skin tone. So when they say they with us, but they not for us, maybe not skin tone. Maybe they don't want to identify as black. But everything you take from hip hop, whether that was started by Puerto Ricans, which are Americans, and black people, it is from American black culture. I know you Africans don't like that, but that's the truth, brother.
If we did a live feed of Tokyo, Japan right now, right? Because they have live feeds, right? All over the planet. Are you telling me, sir, that the Japanese people are going to be walking around? Okay, you said they copy your style.
Look at this dummy. He just said Puerto Ricans aren't American. Do you see the intellect of your chat? Do you see the intellect of?
I don't understand this.
But
you made
right,
a statement. Okay. You made a statement here. You said that they are copying black culture. Are you willing for me right now to put up a live feed of Tokyo, Japan, where we can see what you are talking about?
Where Tokyo, Japan is copying black culture?
Sure. You
out
just
of one of the most Asian countries, I'm sure that you can find Japanese niggas walking around in J's right now.
Okay.
You can find them walking around in J's right now.
I'm sorry. Hold on. This man is saying that walking around in jeans represents FBA culture.
No, Jordans. He meant Jordan.
Guys,
Can I
got a headache. Jordans are basketball shoes. Seinfeld was wearing Jordans in almost every goddamn episode in the 90s. That's not black culture, bro. Those are sneakers or tennis shoes for basketball. That is not black culture.
If that was the case, right? Wouldn't they be doing that in populations where they haven't had much
CJ
Black
said, yes,
American
Japan, they're
exposure?
speaking like FBA and trying to nappy their hair. I was stationed there. Juan says, my toddler is sagging his Miguel says, me and Vanta want to sponsor her feast and his camel into steeplechase race of Ascot. Okay, my head hurts. My head really hurts, man.
Hey, can you pull up? I'm reading the chat, and I just can you pull up this man's? He just said Puerto Rico is not America. Where are you getting these Europeans from? They don't even need a passport to travel here like Aphrodite did, brother. They can come here passport free.
Brother.
Sir, I'm an American citizen, okay?
Please, I got a headache.
Cam, they really cannot vote. They
Guys,
don't affect the election.
please. Culture is literature, music, cuisine, architecture, art, industry. I'm not knocking black culture, but it ain't in Japan, bro. It's not in their literature. It's not in their art. If you were to go to Japan right now, give me the building that is designed in the FBA architectural style or the African architectural style. Most of their buildings are either European, whatever style in Europe that they have, which I don't like a lot of modern European architecture now because to me it's all glass and this postmodern bullshit, or it's some sort of ancient architectural style like Baroque or something. Can you give me architecture, music, art, some sort of system in Japan?
Absolutely. I'm glad that you just mentioned music. Yes, I can give you music. Please go on a YouTube. Please pull up YouTube right here and type in Japanese rap, and then we can debate. I see you quiet now. Go on YouTube right now and type in Japanese rap. Go ahead and do that.
Brother, we're having 50 different conversations.
I got China too on the back.
CT, you have a super chat to read.
Hold on. FBA Young Line says Jordan is BA Black American culture as much as dashiki and tribal dances are African culture. Juan says, bro, they take East Low Rider Mexican culture and revolutionize it into style and modern art. Okay. My head hurts. Hang tight, question to ponder. Brother.
Stop running.
Brother, the overall culture in Japan is thousands of years old. It's a homogenous society. Their systems, their cuisine, brother,
if I could take music
at an island scale.
In China, they're making their hair more kinky. So
brother, the masses of Chinese people are not making their hair kinky. Some fringe little, what do they call it? Comic-Con group of about 1,000 people, they may do that, but the overall people are not doing it, brother.
Chaotic. You're not being truthful with yourself.
Brother,
you're not. You're coping.
You guys are delusional.
That's why I tell you, Africans are truly haters, bro. I've never seen nothing. This type of behavior needs to be studied.
FBAs don't even make Jordans. Who makes Jordans? It made a sweatshop somewhere in Asia.
It does. I've never seen nothing like this. This is crazy. Now they're a fringe. So it's a fringe group of Chinese people that are doing. Now they're fringe. Now they're fringe.
Can I?
So what about the Japanese people that are rapping? Are they fringe?
Cam, can I? I can put it to you.
Live feeds from Shenzhen right now, bro. The masses of Chinese people
You
don't
will see the influence there.
Yeah, Cam, I can give you the same equivalence. A lot of American blacks, American whites play Nintendo. Are they imitating Japanese culture? Are they all running after Japanese culture? I mean, Nintendo is Japanese. They have a lot of Sony PlayStations sold in America.
Where you're acting as another
There's a whole bunch
character.
of Samsung telephones being sold. They must all be following Korean, South Korean culture, right?
You're a person cosplaying the person in the game. That's so dumb, Hafez. What are we doing? Like, are you intellectually challenged?
But it's the same. It's the same as when Japanese people dress like American black rappers. They are cosplaying American black rappers. They don't actually follow that code.
The game.
I got it in the live stream. I had to end the live stream. I cannot believe. Hold on, let me say it. Juan with the $5 super chat, bro. It's 2025. What the fuck what do you think is gonna happen? The amount of anime lovers over here in the U.S. is huge. FBA Youngline says if these voodoo beat heads of Aphrodite's neck is considered African culture, then Jordans, which is fashion, is Black American culture.
It's exactly that, CT.
Let me say this real quick.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Petty. When the Japanese need nuclear arms, are they copying black culture? When they're building ships, are they copying black culture? When they have their fighter jets, are they copying black culture? What the fuck are y'all talking about? The majority of Japanese culture is their own culture and a mixture of European culture. Because a few Japanese are rapping, they have adopted black culture. Are you guys insane, dude?
No. I ain't saying I wasn't saying that, but I am saying that there is a vast amount of black influence over there in Japan.
It's not vast.
The same thing, the same as with African, with the African continent.
Petty sir. If that is correlation, Petty sir.
It was terrible, Hafez.
Petty sir, respectfully, if that is true, every time you crack one out, every time Khan cracks one out to some hentai, then obviously he's embedded into Japanese culture because he likes tentacle porn.
Can I respond, Chaotic?
What the hell is tentacle porn?
Don't even look it up, Bill. Don't even look it up. I know
fast, bro.
Can I respond?
Don't do that, bro.
Can I respond, Chaotic? I've been quiet.
Sister Bethy, sweetheart, Sister Bethy.
Look it up.
I'm not trying to prove anybody wrong here, but let me ask you a question. In terms of literature, what are the top 10 literary pieces in Japanese history?
In Japanese history for literacy?
Chaotic, did you see that? You might want to drop that. It's gonna ruin your stream.
Drop what?
There's a guy with a corn image.
Yeah.
Chaotic choke on it.
You might.
Shit.
Linwood is permanent. Linwood, you're permanent, man, for that, bro. Go ahead.
Big cat.
Okay.
Whatever you did.
Here's what I gotta say about our culture versus Japan and China, Asian period. What I know about our people have always admired Asian
Sister
culture.
Bethy.
But you're not letting me tell you the truth about our people. When we were little, our one of our mottos was Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee. She's right though. She's right.
We bought Chinese shoes and everything.
She's admitting truth.
Sister Bethy, that's not what
I still do. I love
The
Chinese
Last
food.
Dragon was a brother cosplaying as a kung fu fighter. Come on, man. What are we doing?
What is the top
Leroy?
Bruce Leroy, exactly.
We always love Asian culture here in America.
Sister Bethy. In terms of cuisine, what are the top 10 cuisine choices?
Why do we go to cuisine now? We go to
Okay. Let's go. Okay, you don't want to do architecture. You don't want to do cuisine. Okay,
you picked one and then we picked that apart and then you chimped out. We picked one and then you chimped out.
Let him go to cuisine and we'll shut it down.
Chaotic,
Go ahead, Chaotic. What you got? Because
Chaotic,
I got
respectfully.
something in mind too, since you're talking cuisine.
Chaotic. Remember, when you look at music artists, Jordans, all of this.
This is why you guys are gonna lose. It's not I'm right and I say so today. What are the top literacy pieces in Japan right now? What are they? What are their top literary? What is their top literary pieces right now in Japan right now? What are they? What are the top cuisines in China right now? I'm not trying to be on right and I say so. You guys sound crazy when you say these things. What is their top clothing items in Japan? Who controls the textile industry in these countries? Black culture has nothing over there other than some niche or fringe 19-year-olds napping up their hair. It has nothing to do with their culture. What language do these people speak? Do they speak with a FBA vernacular? What on earth are y'all talking about? You guys sound crazy. I'm losing my mind here. You guys have an obsession. It's like a religion with this black shit. Yeah. Did you look it up, Sister Bethy? What is their top cuisine over in China right now? What's their top 10 cuisine?
I didn't look it up.
Can you look it up right now? I'm not trying. Listen, just look it up. Everybody says Google it, right? What is their top 10 cuisine? Is it FBA cuisine or is it their own local cuisine in any of them cities? What are y'all talking about? I'm trying to be as neutral as possible, but I see people who are losing their mind. Just look it up real quick. Their top cuisine.
Okay. I have 15. They have 15.
Okay, can you name them? Do you mind naming them?
Duck.
Bethy, when's the last time you ate duck?
I don't eat duck.
When's the last time you've been to some FBA restaurant they serve
Wait
duck?
a minute. No, I don't eat duck, honey. Okay, they cook dumplings. We eat dumplings here. I grew up on dumplings. Sweet and sour pork, wonton soup.
So dumplings are FBA cuisine?
Fried rice. Okay. Yeah. Fried rice. Shandong cuisine. Cantonese cuisine. Noodles. Fried sauce noodles. They have a lot. They have 15.
And those are FBA cuisines that was inspired by FBA culture.
Who said that?
Okay. Can you name the top 10 musical? Okay, how about this? Can you name the top 10 musical piece choices in China? Where's this black culture at?
Whoa. Hold up. I think maybe you have a miscommunication or both of y'all have a misunderstanding. China and Japan both practice hip hop. That comes from here. Doesn't come from over there. Hip hop comes from America, not China and Japan.
Ma'am, I hate to break it to you. The masses of Chinese people are not listening to hip hop. They're not bumping hip hop in their cars.
Hold up.
You know how I know they're not bumping hip hop?
No, I didn't say the masses.
Most of China.
It just
That's
shows.
the crazy part.
Wait. But it just shows that they admire our culture. That's the point I like to make, because we always here in America, no matter what our race is in America, we always admire Asian culture. We send our kids to karate school, no matter what our race is. I grew up.
Karate is Japanese. It's not even Chinese.
Yeah, but no, Chinese and Japanese practice karate.
CT, you don't think this is showing?
Always loved Asian culture.
Bethy, hold on. You don't think this is showing the Africans' internal hate for what African Americans are able?
Sir, there's no internal hate for nothing.
I'm
still going by what you said. I know martial arts.
Truth is hateful. Don't forget. Truth is hateful to them.
Don't do karate.
Conversation.
CT, you're never going to teach them. You're never going to get through
doing
them.
his job. That's all.
You're never going to.
You're in a good conversation.
Why does he need to teach us? There's a lot of things that we as a people don't like to indulge in.
Hold on.
A lot of us don't.
Hold on for a second. Duale says, CT, you should know America sells these degeneracy FBA cultures to the rail for control. We all know that, but it's not from the FBA. It is from the deep state, not Tariq Nasheed. Could be. Miguel says, CT, Japanese businessmen sag their pants at the office now. You're out of touch.
CT.
So Lord says, CT, Sister Bethy and Ephrodimus will make a beautiful couple. they should marry each other. And CKJ says the
Oh, wait a
obsession
minute.
with
Hold on. I
FBA.
got to bring my boo in here.
Hold on. I bet you or Epidemic can make a show without FBA
Willie!
from here on out. Thank you so much, CKJ. Go ahead, guys.
CT, you're never gonna get them to move from their point of view. We heard someone yesterday talk about how blacks invented a style, and all they did was put something on that existed for over 100 years, and somehow they made it a style. Like, how is it that a company starts in 1889? All right, they sold products for 100 years, and then a black guy puts it on and makes a rap video in the 80s and 90s.
Give me a minute.
And all of a sudden, they
It ain't
created
the share
style.
screen.
It ain't the fact that he put it on; it's the way that we put shit on. It's the order.
Oh, so you
It's
wore
an internal hate.
overalls with both
You gotta
legs
learn how to
and
coordinate.
You guys,
both arms.
you guys got to take this in stride.
CT.
This needs to be
CT.
studied. This
I
is an
gotta share.
internal hate. They
I
really
got to
hate
show you something, CT.
on Black Americans. It's crazy.
Before
I
we
could
go,
never, dog. I could never.
this is my baby right here, CT. This is my chocolate baby. Okay. I don't need nobody in the chat trying to find nobody. I got a big ass Indian up in my house. This is my baby. Oh, and you see what does that say? What does it say? Wild Indian. That's exactly who we are.
Mr. Bethy.
I just need you to know that. This is my boo-boo. Let's get it, baby. This is my baby.
Nice to meet you, sir.
All right, honey. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Sister Bethy,
Okay.
sweetheart.
Relationship goals.
I just need you to know that.
Sweetheart.
That's the nigga you don't want to mess with.
Hell yeah.
That's my baby.
Sweetheart.
That's what's up.
Where on earth is the black culture here in Shenzhen? This is 2.5 hours worth of just driving here. Where on earth?
Wait a minute. Where are you at?
Where is the
Japanese
black
rap?
culture?
Why didn't you
Is
pull
that
up
Japan,
Japanese rap?
chaotic? Is that Japan?
Why
That's
didn't you pull
China,
up
Shenzhen.
Japanese rap?
China.
Sir,
Oh,
anybody.
Why didn't you do that?
You guys are making it seem
This
like
shit need to be studied, chaotic. You have an internal problem. You Africans have an internal hate problem, and you're worried about Black Americans.
Sir, guys, please. This is not an I'm right and I say so argument. Guys, you are completely wrong this time. American culture is not what you think it is overseas, including black culture. These people have homogenous societies that go back thousands of years of a continuous culture. Dude, their music, their favorite musical pieces are not rap. It's not American music. They have their own
Just
music.
be honest, CT. Are you guys
Brother,
angry?
Can I get a
what are
share
you
screen?
talking about? Brother, they have their. First of all, I know Sister Bethy didn't know what she was talking about. When
Them
she said
drums that
Chinese
they got, where they come from?
GT, can I get a share screen? Please.
Let me drop everybody.
CT Google.
Just let me drop everybody. Please, guys, please. I got a fucking headache. I have a fucking headache. Let me calm down. Culture is the entirety of the human experience. If you go to Japan right the fuck now, they are eating the same damn type of diet, unless they have some Western restaurant there. They generally have the same type of Japanese diet, depending on which region, that they've had for the past few hundred or thousands of years. Their clothing, if they're not wearing Western clothing, they're wearing their traditional garb. Their religion is still a Japanese religion, whatever it was, Buddhism or something, which I think came from India or whatever. They're not practicing black culture there, bro. They're just not doing it. That's a lie. They're not practicing American culture, to be honest with you. They're just not doing it.
Can I get a share screen?
Thanksgiving.
Sister Bethy, sweetheart. What religion do they practice in Japan?
They practice Taoism. They practice Buddhism. They practice.
Okay, that's fine. What are the majority of Black Americans in terms of religion?
Christian Baptists.
So are they practicing the black religion there? They're
Yes.
not practicing.
Yes, they do. Both Japan and China.
Okay,
They come to the Christian churches here.
You guys had it for Cash Flow Hustle says a bottle of Tylenol.
Are you gonna let me do a share screen? That's not fair.
So much says people only show up with an FBA topic. You guys got the floor.
Why are you being so sassy and petty? I'm only giving the Africans the same kind of constructive criticism that they say they're giving the black.
Brother,
can I get the share screen, please?
You will stop talking and you're still muting me. You don't even let me finish the question. Why are Africans being so petty and sassy? You like giving constructive criticism, but you don't want.
Brother, there's nothing to construct here, deconstruct. You are saying that black culture is global. It's not. It's not in Japan. It's not in China. You get
where are they practicing African culture?
Brother, they got 1,000.
Where are they practicing?
Brother, they got 1,000 Japanese kids probably practicing folk music over there. They probably got 1,000 Japanese kids doing river dance. It is not all throughout their culture. It's not. That's a homogenous culture. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all. Like, dude,
show me a video of a Japanese.
You won't let me show you the share screen, and that's not fair.
I'm not saying that.
He hate it. You can see how aggravated he
You're
gets.
taking a tiny segment of
it takes a lot to look inside yourself.
You're
I know.
taking a sliver of their society and thinking it's the majority.
They don't get it. I'm not trying to argue with y'all. I'm trying to help y'all from sounding crazy in front of people talking. It's not in their architecture. It's not in any of their systems. It's not. You could make the same argument and say it's 1,000 Japanese kids.
Is this a coping mechanism? Is that what this is?
Chaotic,
is this a coping mechanism?
Disingenuous, chaotic.
I didn't think they were this serious.
You won't let us get a share.
Who's getting serious? Am I getting out of character, jumping out of my chair, Bill?
No, you're just.
It looks like the host is getting out of character and jumping out of his.
Nobody ever said that this was the majority of their culture over in Japan. But
he asked us to give examples, Bethy, and we did, and he doesn't like it. Now he's trying to generalize and say it's the entire culture.
That's how niggas in America dress. Wild Indians.
Hey, okay, that shit was bumping.
CT, keep in mind, Japanese culture, Nippon
10 hours
culture,
a day talking about FBAs.
They don't even tolerate their own breeds. You can be half Japanese, half Dutch, half European, half white, definitely half black. That you live there, you live the culture, but you're never Japanese. Watch the many videos throughout social media of people who are half Dutch, half Japanese, or half Black American, half Japanese. They love the culture, they enjoy the diet, everything. But because they're not Japanese, you are not Japanese if you're mixed. You're never quite part of the society. And they're constantly reminded that. It's even well known.
Hold on for a second. I can't play that video, Sister Bethy, because it's copyright music. So wherever it's from, it's still copyrighted music. Yeah.
Chaotic. Even Americans, white Americans, they have I don't want to say complain, but they do bring up that, like they would say that as racism.
They have a word that they call everybody that's
no problem telling non-Japanese people to leave. They actively discriminate against everyone who is not 100% Japanese.
This is a lot of conflation and deflection. That's what this is.
Also,
this is a lot. You put your cape on, Questions. Come save these Africans, please. Put your cape on, baby girl. Come save these dusty
one
Africans,
of the highest suicide rates.
You just aren't accepted.
Well,
hang tight for me. Hang tight for me. Imperius sent over.
We always love Asian culture.
Oh boy.
We still do.
Hold on.
I still do. I love Asian culture.
But
hold on, guys. Imperius sent over a audio. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit.
Oh good lord.
Give me a second.
Asian culture.
Give me a
you
second.
think you were pissed before?
I think they was
Are you
asking
mad?
black people to come over there to have sex with their women to help them to make babies.
Oh
Hang
yeah, there is
tight.
a study
Hang
like
tight.
that.
Hang tight.
That's a fact.
That's true.
CT, this is the greatest
not to be rude,
supremacy
but
episode of all time. Thank you so much for making me love being me. Literally, you're seeing what I've said. The blacks love us whites more than each other. This is insanity. CT, no matter what you try to do, no matter what you try to instill in them, the hardware cannot upgrade the software. They don't have the physical capabilities of thinking. They don't have the gray matter necessary. You can't exceed, like, I'm sorry, CT, but a Windows 95 computer can't run quantum computing. And that's what you're asking. You're asking blacks to fight against whites or push up and do something. That's like asking an ant to fight a grizzly bear. This is, I don't understand. CT, they don't have the ability to create abstract. As you're seeing with Aunt Jemima here, she thinks hip hop came from black people when it's an amalgamation of white folk music. Black people, when they were taken from Africa and brought here, had no culture. It was lost. It was beaten out of them in slavery. They had no slave. They had no African roots that they had. Where do you think rap came from? Where do you think blues came from? It came from an amalgamation of the present white culture, and then black people took it and made it shittier. Just like I said yesterday. Afrodamus is no different than Aunt Jemima. They're both failures of the same stock. They can't understand abstract because they have no neuroplasticity. Okay, Afro genius, tell me what neuroplasticity means. Okay, they can't understand nuclear fission or nuclear fusion. They can't understand the abstract of putting light nucleotides onto heavy ones and creating energy. They have a complexity bias. They think everything that is simple is complex. Everything that complex is simple. They're stupid. They're an unevolved, childlike subrace. They're 33% missing DNA. They do not have the capability to ask to do what you're asking them to do, CT.
He has another.
This is the greatest white supremacy episode of all time. For you is I'm going to finish this off by giving you a quote from the 1957 Nobel Prize winner, okay? His name is Albert Schweitzer. All right? I have given my life to try to alleviate the sufferings of Africa. There is something that all white men who have lived here, like I, must learn to know. These individuals are a subrace. They have neither the intellectual, mental, or emotional capabilities to equate I or to share equally with white men in any function of our civilization. I have given my life to try to bring them the advances of our civilization that they offer, but have become well aware that we must retain this status, the superior and they the inferior. For whenever a white man seeks to live amongst them as their equals, they will either destroy him or devour him, and they will destroy all of his work. Let white men from anywhere in the world who would come to Africa remember that you must continually retain this status, you the master and they the inferior, like children that you would help or teach. Never fraternize with them as equals. Never accept them into your social circles or they will devour you. They will destroy you. That is by the Nobel Prize winner who spent his life trying to elevate Africans. And Africans, there's no difference between FBA and African and they're all the same. They're a child savage-like race with missing DNA that mated with a much more distant, unevolved creature. They are not capable of anything you're asking. Okay? They need to be raised like Saddam Hussein raised his nation. You need to punish them in a blitzkrieg manner of butchery to instill fear like you would a dog.
Wow, that was racist.
Man,
Go
that
ahead,
was
guys.
long.
Okay,
Go
but
ahead.
I would really like to
Angry. He's such an
ask
angry little incel, man. He really
I
is.
would really
Because
like
he's
to
talking
ask
about
him.
white people.
We're part of a federation here in YouTube. Okay, my area is genealogy. We have a brother that will lay down what men in our culture created and invented here. It's been hidden. Okay, then we have another section that gets into the biological science of our area. I'm going to tell you, I belong to this whole huge federation here in YouTube that you probably don't know about. We have a brother that will break down the fact that, and I'm keeping it a buck, white people they keep lice. Lice tracks to fur. Animals. White people have fur. Their hair is not even hair. It's fur. Lice only attract to fur. Little black kids don't run around in our community with headlights. We had to close school down when they began letting white kids come to our school because they had headlights. We don't know what that was. We're not the same species. So I'd really like that guy to come and visit our federation so we could give him a breakdown of how the white man was created in a fucking Peachtree dish. They're not even real.
Bethy,
they just showed up from nowhere.
Look up
Bethy,
Guangzhou.
he's
CT,
trolling
look
because
up the
he's
Shenzhen.
upset
Look up
because we're not
Guangzhou.
talking
Yo,
about
Let me
white
read the
people.
super chat real quick, guys.
You hear
Guys,
that, Bill?
guys,
We got to shake
guys,
it.
Something
guys,
that
We
is
got to shake it for life.
superior can
guys.
be easily destroyed by something that
I'm
is
not real.
inferior. I don't know if that's
You're
superior
not.
or it's valid.
I heard
Who
that,
said
bro.
they
It's
was
something
created
that
in
is
a
No,
superior.
petri dish?
no, was
Can
created in
easily be
incubators.
That's
destroyed.
wild.
CT,
Hang tight. I got a headache. Hang tight for me, guys. I got a headache. I'm sorry. I think I might end the show. I think I need to go. I need to end the show. Sister Bethy, sweetheart, I'm gonna bring you back. This is not some Africans hating on blacks or vice versa. Culture. Culture, for the love of God, are greetings, nuance, the way you eat, the type of utensils or tools you use to eat, spirituality, religion. Again, architecture, my favorite example. Systems like the electrical grid, sewage systems. I'm telling you, you guys, I'm trying to help all of you guys now. Not all of you, but some of you get what I'm saying. Black culture, if it is in Japan, it is so obscure. It is so, I don't want to say I don't want to say inferior, but it's so minute that it's not even noticeable. The same thing with most other cultures. Their religion, their cuisine, their clothing, their music, their architecture has generally been the same for the last 2 goddamn, or maybe 3, I don't know, thousands of years. Black culture is not in Japan. It's just not there. My brother lived there. I have a friend who lives there now. It's not there. Ooh, they trying to nap their hair up. Yeah, they're cosplayers, just like we have cosplaying in America. Yeah, they do the Chino culture or the Cholo culture. They pretend to be Mexicans or something. I've seen that too. That's not all throughout Japan. That's only a group of people. Hey guys, let's try to pretend to be the Mexicans, and they do a good job at it. And they may do a good job at being black. But the overall Japanese culture, everything from their customs, the technology, that's not black culture. I'm not trying to hate on blacks. I'm just telling you the goddamn truth. It's not. It's not. Afro-Diamonds, these people are insane. I'm about to end the live stream early. I can't take it. My hair.
Yeah, I was about to leave too. I mean, it's weird. I mean, because you've got a guy who, you got an Arab guy telling you that, he's the one standing up for blacks. So to me, I've been seeing this, for example, going on in America for so long. Like I live in the most liberal city where like these liberals, they would push, like for example, they would push for when blacks talk about being victims and stuff, like they would encourage that, and then like just promoting ignorance.
And what were you
So
doing?
there's a guy. There's a
Highlighting
guy.
black
Hold on.
accomplishment.
Hold
By
on. Let me finish.
highlighting black
Let me
accomplishment, I'm
finish.
promoting victimhood.
Let
By
me finish.
highlighting black
Let me finish.
accomplishment,
Hold
I'm
on.
promoting
Hold on.
victimhood.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Thank you, CT. Because so it's weird. It's like they don't have the common sense to even sit there and ask questions.
Afrodemus. Since everybody loves using Google, what are the top Japanese literacy or literary pieces of all time? The Tale of the Genji by Murasako Chikabuku. I don't know. I can't pronounce these names. It's an 11th century novel, considered the first novel in the world. The Pillow Book by C. Song. I don't know, some Japanese name. I can't pronounce it. It's a collection of essays and observations of the Heian period. Kokoro. It's a classic novel published in 1914, often cited as one of the most important works in modern Japanese literature. Snow Country. Yasunori Kakoba. I can't pronounce these damn names, but it's a 1956 novel that is a part of a trilogy of Japanese consciousness. The Makokyo Sisters. It's a 1948 novel that follows 4 sisters in Osaka as they navigate their lives and tradition. The Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. 1994 is a novel blending surrealism, mystery, and historical themes. These are their top
What is this, a
literary
Japanese
pieces of
show?
art. Man, let me finish. It's not about black or white here. It's about the fact that these people have a continuous culture. They're not inspired by blacks. They have their own culture. That's how it is everywhere for the most part in China.
Oh man, but here's the thing: every day for 10 hours, you guys talk about
I just went to the algorithm and
FBA.
disputed everything.
Is there anything
Promoting black excellence is promoting victimhood. You guys need help for real. I think you Africans need help. No bullshit.
I went to the algorithm. I figured it out. I went to the algorithm.
Sir, I have literally done, Dante, I have literally done shows about Islam, about the Chinese, about all types of different things. Nobody shows up for those. I can't help it if for some reason you think that I only do shows about FBAs and everybody calls in. That's not my problem, bro. I literally have kicked in the back. I literally for 2 weeks was kicking in the backs of whites. Brother, I don't sit here and talk about FBAs all day. This is just another day of a topic. It's just that y'all don't decide to come call in when I'm kicking in the backs of whites or other groups of people or religion. Juan says, you guys are haters as usual. I'm an equal opportunity racist. I can't help it that y'all don't call in when I did the show about why do white people tend to have sex with their dogs. I kicked their backs in for hours. It was almost orgasmic for me kicking in their backs about their behavior with dogs. I didn't call all whites. Not all.
And the dolphin.
Go ahead.
Remember the dolphin.
You know something, CT? I just came in real quickly.
Hold on, Afro Nerd. I'm about to leave. I'm almost done. I'm about to.
You were done when you started.
I'm about to leave. Here's the thing. Look,
why?
Hold on. Why? Hold on. Why? Why are they fighting so hard? Why are they fighting so hard to want people to emulate them? For example, like Timberlands is made by white people. I use it. What white people use it for? I wear it to do construction. You see, when I had Timberlands, I wear it to go do construction. You see me walking with my lions too, right? Yeah. CT, you saw me walking with the lions when I went to Africa, right? It's like in a safari walking. You know, they wear it to go dancing.
You wore Timberlands
so when they're in their own little enclave, they actually believe. They actually believe that because they do this amongst each other.
I come from a petri dish.
For example, Gambia, right? Gambia is a black country. You know, very few people even listen to rap. Very few people, literally. The people there listen to mostly Nigerian music, Afrobeats or their own music and Senegalese music, like the local music. When I was growing up, I mostly listened to country music and our own African local music. That's what it is. So I don't know why, they want people to, you know, gravitate towards them so bad. I mean, this is pathetic at this
What country
point, man.
singers were
You
in
guys,
Africa?
you guys got an Arab guy who is literally
This is
pretend,
projection.
who
Why are you
starts
so
playing,
angry at me?
who is
Why are
who
you
is
so
starts
angry at
claiming.
me?
I'm
Why
not
are you
angry.
projecting?
I'm
Why
not
are you so
angry, sir.
angry?
Let me
You
finish.
are
Let me
angry.
finish.
Your tone of
You
voice is
guys,
raised.
you guys, you guys.
You're addressing me
Look,
because you're angry.
look,
I'm sorry that
look,
African niggas is
look,
haters,
look,
bro.
look.
I'm
We get
sorry
it.
that we
Hold
don't
on.
want to
Keep
dance to
letting the
Hold on.
shanties,
African guy
brother.
express
I'm
Hold
the
on.
sorry that we
weekend,
don't want to
and
do
I think that's
the dance
disingenuous.
in mud huts, brother. I'm sorry.
So
Hold on, Aphrodite. Hold on. Question to ponder. Who are making the fobs? It's the Chinese, right? The fobs, right?
The fives, excuse me?
The fobs. The fobs that make the semiconductors. Is it the Chinese?
No, that's Taiwan.
Taiwan, that's right.
That is Taiwan,
Where's
correct.
FBA culture with that? Because that in itself takes a level of engineering that has come from different cultures over the years. But where's the black culture with that?
The closest, I mean, well, FBA culture is American culture. And when it comes to American culture and semiconductors, there's Texas Instruments, but that, of course, was founded by a white male from Dallas.
Sister
I
Bethy,
love
Sister Bethy,
Taiwanese culture.
I don't play
Sister
NBA
Bethy, Sister
2K.
Bethy, guys,
Thank you.
please,
Cosby.
guys, please. Sister Bethy, sweetheart. Sister Bethy, do you know what are you familiar with a semiconductor, Sister Bethy?
No, I'm not. But I love Taiwanese culture. Why do you get mad when somebody who looks like me, mind you,
Sister Bethy, sweetheart.
You get mad when we say we love other
Beloved,
cultures. I love
beloved,
Taiwanese culture.
beloved. That's not the argument, Sister Bethy. I have a massive headache now. Semiconductors.
This has
are
me
the
Brought it
reason
running
on
why.
wild.
yourself.
This
You
has
Guys,
keep
me
can you please
letting
running
the
stop muting me?
wild.
If I mute you, I mute you. Please, guys. If I mute you, I'm muting you.
You keep letting the black African guy say.
Sister Bethy, semiconductors are a critical component of just about every goddamn technological device you have.
We're about to go to war because of it, CG. There's a good possibility.
Where on earth or where in Taiwan, or if you could go to Taiwan and say black culture is the reason why semiconductors exist, they'll look at you like you're crazy.
Why would I do that? First of all,
But that is a make. But it
go to
don't you think
Taiwan,
that
I'm looking for Mark Child because he fine as hell.
Sister
The AI is
Sister
already assessed
Bethy,
you. You know,
Sister
the AI.
Bethy, Sister Bethy, semiconductors, if you would agree, are a part of culture, is a part of engineering culture. Where is the black culture in semiconductors here in America?
Like I said, we have two brothers in our community that focuses solely on what our people invented and went worldwide. And I think if I let them, if they come over here,
Ma'am, I literally said semiconductors. I don't know.
even that, that's not my area
They
of
moving the goalpost, CT.
it's not
How
my
can I move
area
the
of
goalpost?
profession.
How can I move the goalpost?
Yes,
Can
you
I
do,
bring
CT.
two
It's not
CT,
even like this is
CT,
wild.
CT, can I share
This is
something?
can
wild.
I
Can I
bring two
But
continue
whatever
brothers?
with the
makes you happy,
question?
One,
brother. I want to see you successful. Peace and
One of
blessings
the
to you.
large
Whatever makes you.
You can finish that for Damas. Go ahead.
Thank you. City, you can literally look it up on the internet. The Japanese, when certain blacks started coming there, they had black fatigue and they banned tourists from coming. Look it up online. So this is crazy. These people are not with reality. Look at that Betty, Sister Betty, whatever her name is. She brought out a Zulu guy and calling him, presenting him as native Indian for us. That should tell you everything you need to know. you will not get her to answer anything.
Wait a
Whatever
minute.
you ask
You
her,
want me to
she
bring my
is
man in here
whatever,
to address
whatever.
you?
Whatever
You want
you
me to bring
ask
him
her,
in here?
she's
You want me
not,
to bring
she's
that
not,
wild
she's
Indian
not
in here
going
to
to,
address you?
Hold on.
she's
Can
not
you
going
answer
to
me
answer.
something?
That
Can
She's
was
you
not
Bill
answer
going
me
to,
Clinton
something,
that came
African
down
whatever.
woman?
there and got
What
Oh,
citizenship
country
jeez.
has
and
what
deal with
country
over
Okay,
have
there to
black
Japan.
Americans been
okay.
kicked out of?
Playing
City,
off like they
What
was
city,
country
protecting
have
black
city,
black
people.
Americans been
That was
city,
kicked
your
out of?
people.
Answer
city.
me
Japan.
that. Answer me
Japan,
that.
Japan, Japan. Go look it up
Where
online.
were
You are
they
not. You
forced
guys
to
are not
where were
welcome.
they forced to
You are
remigrate
not.
to?
You are
Where
not
were they
welcome.
forced to remigrate to like you Africans?
Back
Answer
to
me
where you
that.
came
Chaotic
from.
is trolling.
And
You
Nowhere.
just Google.
hold
I
on,
googled
hold
this
on.
stuff. I can
Y'all
Google
Okay.
it.
Nowhere.
You
All
can
right.
Google it. You can go by what
Thank
this
you,
man is
guys.
Nowhere.
believing.
All
It's what he
right.
believes.
All
Just
right.
say you're a hater.
Thank you.
Just admit
Thank
you're
you.
a hater.
Thank you. Coming from an Arab. All right.
Just say
Sure.
you're a hater.
The
Titi,
man.
Titi,
The
I'm gonna
man.
leave, but thank you for having me. All
Please,
right.
yes, go do some studying, black man. Appreciate your time.